fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies, and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit elitepoolsnc.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
I'm Jimmy. I've been with US Cellular for years now, so they asked me to announce their special customer event, Us Days. I said, I get nervous. Maybe we recorded somewhere relaxing like a hot tub. Us Days. Exclusive offers like $1,200 off any phone plus $300 off any tablet. Which I need because I just dropped mine.
Us Days at US Cellular. Get $1,200 off any phone plus $300 off any tablet. Terms apply. Actor Portrayal.
In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it's free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051. That's 252-799-7051, and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
Pitt County native Chris West, he was on the release.
We hooked the fish 12 minutes after lines in, and Rom, who's the captain in the release, he looked down at me and said, is it a blue marlin? And we said yes, and we were getting line back, but the fish was still fighting pretty hard. I think we fought the fish for, about 40 minutes, and I got bruises across my chest from holding that thing for so long. We made the decision that we felt like it was big enough to go ahead and weigh in, and thank goodness we did. So, unbelievable.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
Clip, what's up? It's Bryce.
Loneliness is worse than COVID. It's a proven fact.
Bro, what are we doing here?
Bro.
Just a bunch of dudes sitting in a room talking into sticks, man.
If it wasn't funny, then let's blame it on the duck.
He top 5, man. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't want a stalker.
Well, hello, Shirley. It's been a while.
Miss Shirley, please have you scanned your FPV card back on Pirate Radio now?
Have you scanned your MVP card?
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, welcome into a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, PR927FM.com. And you can join us on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. Give us a like, a subscribe, and chime in and be a part of today's program. We are YouTube only today due to a Facebook issue, so hopefully the Facebookers will migrate over to YouTube. That sounds like a negative term, Facebookers. Coming up on today's program, BB Brian Bailey will join us live in the Pirate Radio studios coming up at 4 o'clock. Also in hour number 2, we've got Trey Yesavage. Was able to catch up with Trey earlier today while he was on the road. We'll talk about what he's been going through since the end of the ECU baseball season, leading into the MLB draft, and some of his best moments as a Pirate. Got that on the way on today's show. Ellerby will join us as well, and something fun in hour number 3. So we got a lot to get to on today's program. Shirley Rhodes is here, the big dog Glenn Griffin, Mark Alexander, A-Harp's here somewhere. Chon's holding that phone in my face. And to my left, we got the head baseball coach of the Pirates, Cliff Godwin, joining us in studio. What's up, Coach?
What's up, Clip?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, too. I'm just looking at your beard there. You've got more gray than I do, and I thought that was impressive. So, mine's coming, though. I'm going to catch you.
And there's a reason for that. You have never worried about your team. I used to worry, but now, as you brought up before we went on the air, I guess you heard me and Danny or saw something that now I do not worry about reloading and rebuilding this ECU baseball team year to year. These are from previous years when I used to worry.
Well, I can just tell you how proud I am of you, because there's some people you need to go talk to out in the world. But I really haven't been on social media, so I don't see stuff. I tell our coaches that, I post my devotionals, and if we're recruiting somebody, I'll go follow them on social media, but I just haven't scrolled. And you talk about being in a great mental headspace. It's awesome. I don't even know what the hell's going on most of the time outside of what's happening at ECU baseball. It's great.
The Celtics won the championship.
I did see that. I do watch ESPN once in a while, so
I'll try to catch you up. But yeah, that's probably a good thing. I am too addicted to do that, but maybe one day I can put my phone down.
But I can watch Alec Burleson hit bombs in the big leagues. That's been great.
He has been on a tear, and cool to see Connor Norby get caught up. I saw you and some folks were down to see Armstrong as well.
Yeah, so Blake Carter-Greedy, our director of baseball operations, and myself, we flew down for a quick trip on Friday, watched the Friday game, which he did not play, but we were down on the field for BP. Sean Armstrong, we went through him to get BP passing tickets because I didn't want to bother Norby. Hey, you just deal with getting caught up and your family, and we'll take care of that. And so it was great to see both those guys and to see Norb smile when he was stretching. He turned around and looked and saw Blake and I on the field. As Blake said it, there's not a monetary value for that. And then, of course, he played on Saturday. Had one hit his last at bat, but one of the coolest things, you talk about a God moment. I'm sitting here, Blake's sitting to my right, just another lady and her husband are sitting next to Blake. Norby fouls the ball off. It goes straight back. It ricochets off the column behind us. Blake sees it coming. Lady's ducking because she's going to get smoked. Blake makes a top 10 jam, grabs it, and he has a real major league foul ball off Connor Norby.
From Connor Norby.
Yeah.
And that is very rare right now. So, you might want to throw that one on eBay. I don't know.
He's going to get it signed for his son, Graham. So.
That is awesome. Speaking of the Norbys, and we'll kind of start here. Ethan Norby was awesome all year, but especially postseason, and I was able to meet his dad. And that reminds me, Cliff, that Saturday game against Wake Forest. So just to set it all up, so the night before, you guys lose. The day before, and that night I put out, because I'm a very positive person, Coach, I said, hey, we've done this before. We were in this scenario, and it led to one of my all-time favorite ECU games, and I showed the picture of Jake Agnos tipping the hat.
Yeah.
Jake contacts me and says, hey, man, I'm going to be there Saturday. So I'm like, oh, man, this is all coming together now.
Yeah. Hey, Cliff, you saw it. You foreshadowed it.
I did. So Jake was there. I met up with him on kind of above y'all's dugout. He had to go to a wedding because a couple of former Pirates were getting married that day. So he left.
Dusty Baker and Matt Bridges.
There you go. Not to each other, to their wives. So we're standing there with Jake. He's leaving. Chandler and I are up there, and that is when ECU starts hitting the ball. Dixon hits the bomb. So we're like, we can't leave now. And we were told not to leave by your mother.
Oh, my goodness. Miss Superstition herself.
We are there. She won't let us leave. And then we're surrounded by the McChrystals, the Wilcoxons, Wyatt's parents were there. And we became part of the family for like 3 or 4 innings. It was really cool. But it also, I've said it before, and this goes from people outside of the baseball players' families, but the family that is ECU baseball is so tight. Danny talked about it last week, and it is something special. College sports has changed so much. It's so pro and almost like fake and glossy and Hollywood now that some things still feel real, and I feel like ECU baseball is still one of them things.
They're still, haven't done any interviews because it's been such a busy time with recruits and, of course, exit meetings and, other jobs and stuff like that. So it's been a lot going on, but that's the foundation of our program. It's been here for a long time, dating back to when Coach LeClaire started this thing when I was a part of it, and the culture, and they're still the Trey Yesavages of the world who are crying on the mound when I take him out of the Wake Forest game because of how much this place means to him. Carter Cunningham, of course, Riley Johnson. I mean, I could keep going. Justin Wilcox and Joe Guarini, Danny Bill, all the guys that have been in our program for a long time, and there's still guys out there. And even when we're recruiting portal guys, it's not just the talent. It has to be a good fit.
Right.
Obviously, we got a local infielder, and I don't want to comment too much because I don't want to get myself
in trouble.
Hey, well, NCAA, we're worried about, what Coach Godwin says, but we can take bags of cash to players. So I'm not real sure if priorities are where it need to be. But anyway, it's not just a great player. It's a great family. It's a great fit. Like, they want to come, and they want to come develop as the player that they can become because we have a great coaching staff, but they want to win. They want to be a part of something that they can bring their kids back to. Now, every kid, obviously, there's guys that leave that doesn't mean anything to them, which is fine, but ECU baseball, the foundation will always be like that. And Clip, not to get on my tangent about NIL, but I want make sure I say this on every interview I have is baseball is so much different than football and basketball. We only have 11.7 scholarships. You can only have 32 of the 40 players that are on your team that can actually receive aid. So if you go around the field this past year, and I'll do the guys that are no longer in our program, Justin Wilcoxon was on 25% this year for the first time in his career. He's been in our program for 5 years. Yeah. Joey Barini has never received $1 of scholarship from ECU because you have to have 8 players on your roster that are good players that are not getting a scholarship. Carter Cunningham hadn't been on scholarship the last 2 years. Yeah, he was able to get a little bit of NIL, but he's paying out-of-state tuition. He's still in debt. Trey Yesavage was on 25% this year. And I would say he probably broke even, maybe made a couple $1,000s with NIL, but he's having to pay $40,000, take away the 25% scholarship to come to school. So it's not like we're writing checks to, hey, here's 50 on top.
On top of, there's nothing.
No, there's
top.
nothing on top. We're just trying to help families out to cover costs. And I think that when people are disgruntled about NIL and, hey, I don't want to keep writing checks, well, at least for baseball, look, that they're not getting rich. They're just trying to cover cost of the players' families.
Yeah, I think that is what it was designed to do. We have some guys here that will do interviews with us, and the T-shirts were very successful. Kids like them, adults like them. It was really cool being out of the ballpark, seeing all of JC shirts and Danny. And I think that was kind of what it was designed to do, not, like you said, have a bag of money, throw it at them. So the 23 Club is helping out with that?
Yep, they are. And I would tell you that if you've got $1 or $2 and you want to invest it into ECU baseball, give it to the 23 Club. This is the time of year that we need it most because this is the time that we're trying to give stuff to our returning players, but obviously we're still recruiting and we only have 11.7 scholarships. So really to be able to get your foot in the door with any of these guys that have the ability to help us win, you have to cover all their costs or you can't even get your foot in the door.
I've kind of, I think from some of your own words, but you're kind of looked at as anti-NIL and portal. Like if you had your way, it would be different. I'll say that.
Yeah, it would definitely be different. I mean, I think any college coach right now that is in this disaster of a formula that we're in, and just to give everybody the whole landscape. So I want you to think about this. So you end the season, guys can go into the portal. They can go in. I think it started at the end of May. Well, the portal doesn't close until July 2nd at 11:59 p.m. We have to send out scholarship papers or non-renewals to guys within our team,
on our team. Guys. Yeah.
By July 1st. That's the NCAA rule. So all of our juniors, the drafted guys, I have to tell them, hey, look, you're getting a non-renewal letter on July 1st. But if you don't get drafted where you want to, you call me, we'll figure it out. How are we going to figure it out? I don't know, but we'll figure it out. You have to believe in Coach Godwin that, hey, we'll get you some money, whether it be scholarship or NIL money, and to, at minimum, cover what you were on last year, but most likely have to give you a little bit more. So that's why the 23 Club is so big right now. And then you get the draft, you throw the draft in there. Well, the draft's not until July 14th, 15th, 16th. So scholarship papers go out July 1, renewals or non-renewals. The portal closes on July 2nd at 11:59, and then you've got the draft in the middle of July. So do you think that's a very sequential lineup there?
No,
it's terrible.
And I'm trying to get all those dates in my head. So what would be, let's say we keep the portal draft, everything's the same, but
move the non-renewal, like to send the scholarship papers behind the draft at least.
That would be pretty easy to do too, right?
Well, I mean, the NCAA, you would think, right?
Yeah.
But and I would say that the portal window needs to close too before the scholarship papers have to be sent out.
Yeah.
The draft and the portal window need to happen before scholarship papers get sent out.
Speaking of the portal, it gives, it takes away, and we've seen that with East Carolina with Zach Root, Bristol Carter, some others moving on from the program, and I don't know how much you can talk about guys coming into the program, but it's a revolving door, and you just do the best to keep up with it. I mean, any thoughts on Bristol and Zach leaving the program?
Look, they're both talented players. Obviously, they didn't believe in ECU baseball enough to stay here, and that's really all I have to say. I will say this, I wish I would have probably mentally handled the AMAC situation a lot better. But if a kid walks into my office after being in my backyard on Tuesday afternoon in my pool eating our food and walks into my office the next morning in his exit meeting and says, hey, just want to let you guys know I'm going into the portal, and doesn't say thank you, and we helped him develop, and I look at him straight in the face and say, sounds good. I don't have any time for you. So I don't mean that ugly, but hey, look, you're going on and we're going to move on. We're going to get the right players in our program. And you've heard me say it, and this might sound, just bet against us, man. If you don't believe in us, then bet against us. And as you said it, you've done it a lot. It hasn't always worked out well for you. Not a smart bet. Yeah. So, and I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I would not bet against the Pirates because the track record says that you're going to pretty confidently win 44 games. At least 40 or more for the past 6 years. You're going to be in the talk to hosting a regional. Have we done what everybody wants us to do? No, we have not. But it's literally the only thing that I said we were going to do 10 years ago in my press conference, almost to the date. Today is the 24th. Tomorrow will be 10 years since I had my press conference in 2014. We've done everything except go to Omaha. And if people think that it's easier to do that today than it was 5 years ago, they're crazy as hell, because it's harder today to do it and harder to be consistent. Not just on the field, but in the classroom, everything, because it's just easier for guys to leave at any point in time. I mean, if you have a bad day, you can get pissed off and you can leave. Yeah. That's not real life. I mean, if you have a bad day at work, you can't just quit. You don't have another job lined up.
Nah, that would suck. I'd have to come in and apologize to Ellerby the following day.
That's right.
All right, hey, let's take a break. We'll come back more with Cliff Godwin. A lot to discuss. We'll talk about some of the guys he's excited about for 2025. We got some questions coming in. If you got a question on YouTube or X, you can get that in. We'll pass it along to Coach Godwin as well. On a championship Monday, we'll ask who he's got tonight, Tennessee or A&M. We'll talk about that and more when we return after this.
I'm in the right place, been the wrong time, been the right set, been the wrong line.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood, it's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're #1 in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal, to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Nothing gets you more in tune with the world around you like a motorcycle, especially when that motorcycle is the new Honda Shadow Phantom. Reimagined for 2024, the Shadow Phantom sports updates like a new solo seat, 2-tone tank, LED blinker setups, and more. And when it comes to performance, you get throaty V-twin power and a new rear disc brake with available ABS. To see the newest Honda Shadow Phantom for yourself, head on over to Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet and eye protection. Always wear your seatbelt and keep the side nets and doors closed. Honda motorcycles are for riders 16 years and older.
Give me that ooey gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth watering. Give me that creamy, dreamy, meaty, topping, pepperoni popping. Give me that crispy, coating, only Papa John's. Better get you some. Try the trio before it's gone.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
I'm Jimmy. I've been with US Cellular for years now, so they asked me to announce their special customer event, Us Days. I said, I get nervous. Maybe we recorded somewhere relaxing like a hot tub. Us Days. Exclusive offers like $1,200 off any phone plus $300 off any tablet. which I need because I just dropped mine.
Us Days at U.S. Cellular. Get $1,200 off any phone plus $300 off any tablet. Terms apply. Actor Portrayal.
In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it's free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051. That's 252-799-7051, and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent. Yard Gnomes Baseball is here. The Greenville Yard Gnomes offer summer fun with your family and friends at an affordable price. Catch every game at historic Guy Smith Stadium and enjoy great food from area food trucks, cold beverages, and exciting baseball action. Single game tickets start as low as $10 and mini plans as low as $48. Visit yardgnomesbaseball.com to get your tickets and Yard Gnome swag. Come out and hang with your Gnomies this summer with the Greenville Yard Gnomes. Looking for physical therapy near you? Have you had orthopedic surgery, a work or sports injury, or a medical condition that has limited your day-to-day activities? At ENC Physical Therapy, we strive to provide one-on-one care with a personalized treatment plan with little to no wait times for initial evaluation. ENC Physical Therapy is located in Washington, a convenient 20-minute drive from Greenville. As a patient, you have options and the right to choose where to go. So give ENC Physical Therapy a call today at 252-495-0018. ENC Physical Therapy.
This is John David Baker, offense coordinator for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. You can stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips are everybody's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio, and you can join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Shirley, welcome back, Shirley.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Place didn't burn down while you were gone. A-Harp did a great job.
Yeah, the building was still standing when I got here, so I figured everything went okay.
Wes. So, yeah, we're all here, ready to go. Cliff Godwin here. Cliff, I've been waiting for the right time to bring this up, but
oh wow, this is scary right now.
And I want to say you got a good track record of being an honest man of integrity, but you did lie to me earlier this year. You said you weren't going to get ejected, and we had a bet.
Well, I did not lie to you. We put the line down.
We did put a line
down, and I think there's some very little about the over-under line. I think there's a little bit of discrepancy from what you're saying now compared because
I thought it was at 1.5.
No, it was 2.5. But hey, you know what? I'll take you out to dinner because you know what? I got thrown out twice.
You did get thrown out twice.
I got thrown out twice.
Brian Bailey's a part of this as well. I thought, and you're right. I've seen a lot of people saying Cliff needs one more ejection or Cliff, you just won the bet. I need to go back to media day.
You need to go back to media day and pull that up. And I don't think we need to find that out right now. But I mean,
okay,
if you want to, we can. I mean, but regardless, I'll still take you out to a lunch or a dinner, Cliff, on me. How about that?
I'm just shocked, Coach, that you did say you weren't going to get thrown out this year.
I did not say I would not. We set a line. And Danny Bill said that I don't think Coach G is going to get thrown out. Well, somebody that was a player that says I don't think because we had gone like almost 75% of the way through the season until I got thrown out the first time.
Yeah, you got them pretty late in the year.
Yeah,
both of them.
Yeah.
All right, Brian Bailey chiming in says it was 1.5. So
okay, well Bailey,
but again he's biased because he's part of the bet.
Yeah,
so.
But that's fine, Bailey. That's fine. I mean, look, I don't bet a whole lot.
No,
I definitely don't in a casino or anything like that because I hate wasting money and I don't normally win. So
and I never win, so I'm excited. This is one of the few bets I think I've actually won, and I might have not even won it.
Yeah,
but
so
all right.
Hey.
We'll pick a spot.
We'll pick a spot.
There you go. Maybe we need to get you out Wednesday at AJ's for some sports trivia. I think DB said he's coming with some guys this week, but come hang out with us one Wednesday night if you're in town.
All right. Nights are going to be a little bit tough because if I am home, I'm not home a lot in the summer just because hey, we got recruits and we got a recruit coming in tomorrow. Got dinner with them, but I will take you guys out to lunch at some point in time. You guys pick the spot.
All right.
I don't know if Bailey's invited though, since he thinks he knows what he's talking about, but we'll see.
All right. Brian Bailey will join us at 4. We'll get his reaction to that. All right. Got a few questions coming in. We'll get those in. Does fans contributing to NIL make it more? That's a good question. Make it more reasonable when they complain or are critical on the team.
See, I would say that is another thing, and it's more of the players because you think they're professionals because they're making. When I say they're making money, baseball players at ECU are not making money; they are covering costs. But obviously, in football and basketball, because they're on a full ride, they're making some money. That's another thing I had a problem with NIL is that these guys are not professionals. And we can't treat them like professionals from the fan standpoint because it's a real thing. You started, hey, if I pay you $5,000 and you go 0 for 5 and strike out 5 times, you're like, hey man, why am I paying this dude $5,000?
Yeah,
that's just a natural reaction because you're investing your money into an individual. But they're not professionals. They're college kids.
I think a lot of these people, too, it's kind of natural to be jealous. And they're sitting there in the stands, and they're like, this quarterback makes more money than I do. But I don't know if that's the case necessarily here at East Carolina, especially with baseball. I know it's not the case.
Yeah.
But even with the other sports. But I think there's part of that to it as well.
Well, and it's not the kid's fault necessarily.
No, if somebody's handing you money.
It's the NCAA has put this system in that is allowing people to get paid. And then – but that's the thing I would tell you that when we're dealing with these portal kids is, you know, if they're looking, as I met with the incomers on Wednesday with their parents, and I said, if you're looking to get rich, you don't need to be in this room. Like, we're developing baseball players to be the best version of themselves, and we're developing human beings. You will have a great experience here. We'll develop you to the best pitcher you can be, the best hitter. You will win championships. You will be a better person and walk out the door here. And that's what I think my parents would have wanted. But I would tell you that if you're looking to get rich, wrong place.
Don't look at your phone, Coach. At that text that just came in.
Who's it from?
It's from Name Redacted.
Oh, really?
Former friend, Stephen Igo.
Oh, really?
Mortal enemy of mine.
Yeah, is he a mortal enemy?
Huge fan of Pirate Radio. Listens to the show all the time. He just had an update on the bet that I'm not going to read.
Hey, I just saw it from a peripheral. Hey, Shirley, 2.5. 2.5. So it looks like Clip and Brian Bailey are taking me out to lunch.
Son of a gun. This one backfired. Coach, my summer is slam, man. I got all this stuff going on.
Just the fact that there was some confusion, and I appreciate, you not doubting me anymore. I'm still going to take you and Bailey out to lunch.
Boom. All right. See, folks, if you're positive, you got a good mindset, good things happen.
Yep.
All right. Another question from the YouTube chat. Why aren't schools able to have players... I mean, this is kind of a big picture question. Why aren't schools able to have players sign contracts to stay more than a year? Is there an actual rule that states you cannot do that?
Is that
now, like yours?
Now the NCAA is saying that you can transfer as much as you want. So another thing, they want you to commit. The NCAA wants you to commit to a player for 4 years, like with their scholarship, but they can walk out the door every year. Is that a one-sided contract, would you say?
It is, as far as I understand, though, and I don't think this happens a lot, but, like, these scholarships are year to year. The players are year to year.
Not anymore.
No?
Not anymore.
Okay.
No. So,
and a coach can tell a player you're done, but when you recruit them.
They still wanted to go. The way the scholarship works, if you tell Cliff Godwin, hey, look, you're not good enough to play here anymore, they can look at it and go, okay, no problem. I'm still going to East Carolina. So you still have to honor their scholarship, even though they're not on the baseball team.
Gotcha.
Now, most guys, because they want to go play somewhere,
would go play.
Go somewhere else. But that's the letter of the law.
All right.
But if you go into the portal, then that obviously makes the contract null and void.
Another question. How big has recruiting become through social media like Twitter? Would Coach say that's a good or a bad thing?
I mean, look, our coaches get inundated by emails, DMs, all that stuff. Look, I don't know how many players are in the portal. It's thousands. And somebody told me a stat like 51% of the players that go into the baseball portal don't even find a spot, which is actually sad because we're telling or encouraging guys to utilize this, and then they don't even find a spot to go.
All right. Josh says, question, is Cliff Godwin going to leave ECU?
I'm still here. It's by choice that I'm here. It's not because of any other reason. I believe in this place. I believe that we can win a national championship. I know we do it the right way. And I know some of our fans are frustrated because we haven't been to Omaha yet. And look, there's nobody more frustrated than myself. If you'd have told me 10 years ago we'd be in year 10 and we hadn't done it, I'd have pushed all my chips in the middle clip and said, hey, I'm all in and I'll take that bet. And unfortunately, but if it would have happened here earlier, maybe I'm not the head coach here, and I'm just being totally transparent with you. So
there you
go. But I've had opportunities to leave this year and years past, and I want to be here.
I'm not just saying this because you're here. You can go back. I said it last week and I've said it previously that I don't think people enjoy the ride enough. I know the goal is to get to Omaha, and I get the disappointment. You don't go to the College World Series. That's the ultimate. Fans want to go. Fans want to see the ECU there. But did you not have fun from February to June and winning a regular season championship and hosting getting a regional here? I really do think, and Bethany Bradshaw has to never take this for granted. It's easy to take things for granted when they happen every year. So at minimum, people were saying, all right, we're going to have a regional here in Greenville. That's tough to do. You would sit here and know that better than anybody.
How many teams have hosted? So we hosted 18, 19, 21, 22, and 24. So obviously 20 doesn't count. So 5 out of the 6 seasons we've hosted regionals.
Yeah, I'm going to say less than a handful.
I don't know the fact, but you've got Ole Miss. They won a national championship 2 years ago. They haven't made a regional in 2 years. So you have to be careful what you ask for as well. And the consistency, now we haven't been to the pinnacle. We haven't played in the College World Series. We haven't won. But the consistency of what we do, who's done it better?
Yeah, and to get to the promised land, Omaha, you have to go to regionals and go to super regional. That to me is a good season.
I'm going to go one step farther here. How much economic impact when we host a regional in June does it bring to Greenville, North Carolina?
Yeah.
It's over $1 million. Like it was
right?
$1 million like back in 19. So I can only imagine what it is now. But just that and the excitement, building up until the regional, it's like, I think it's like a bowl game.
It is.
You would be able to tell me better than that. But,
no, it's.
But it's unbelievable. And one of the biggest reasons that I'm sitting here is obviously that I believe in our players and our coaching staff. But when Chad Tracy comes back in town with his family, when Jeremy Schumacher comes back in town, and Garrett Blackwater and Gav and Chip Davis, they all make sure I'm fed after we have a tough loss on Friday against Evansville at my house. That's the best time of my life. And if you don't think it's real emotion when we lose on Monday and how tough of a place I was mentally Tuesday morning, to the point of my agent calling me going, hey, school X wants to talk to you. I said, if I got to talk to anybody today, it's no. I ain't talking to nobody today. And I just tell you, because I am a human being and I do believe in this place. If I didn't believe in it with all my heart and soul, I wouldn't be here.
After you lost that game on Monday, you apologized to the team and to the fans for not winning. And I kind of said, I feel like that's why Cliff doesn't like the negativity, because he feels like the fans are part of this. They are
a huge piece of it. We wouldn't have been able to got to the championship game if it hadn't have been for the fans and their intensity and stuff. And but also, and this, nobody wants to talk about this, and I'm just going to say it publicly. Why should we have won? We threw 2 pitchers on Monday that both knew they were leaving, and I didn't know they were leaving. I'd have thrown position players. So the guy that started and the guy that gave up a 3-run homer, they went to the portal on Wednesday. They knew they were leaving. So, and I told Danny Bill that, and it sucks for him to hear it, but it's the truth, man. That's not what ECU baseball has been built on. And unfortunately, I don't know. I can't get into the heads of individuals, or we would have pitched somebody differently.
Speaking of Danny, just an amazing guy. He was around here, intern with us, was a guest with us, and just such a great guy. He gave you everything. You gave him everything. And the way he talked about his relationship to ECU baseball, he was, I think, shed a tear or two when he joined us last week, just thinking about it. But, man, he's what you want. We talked about in the past, the Hoovers, the Beals, those types of guys.
Danny, man, it's almost like a running joke with me and him. I'd like watch him hobble out of the bullpen and be like, this is the guy we're going to in this crucial situation right here. He looks like a worse version of me jogging, and I've got a knee replacement. But I just appreciate he gave us everything he had, every ounce of it. He would come. I mean, and look, he did. I didn't think he would do it, and he did it. He turned into Matt Bridges and Cam Colmore in their 6th year in 21, where he'd walk in my office. Well, first he'd go tell AK, and then AK would send him in my office, be like, hey, I'm good today. And AK would be like, go talk to coach. And I look at him and be like, hey, Danny, seriously, coach, I'm good. And I'm like, all right.
You run him out there.
Yeah.
And I talked to you about this, but so he'd be on the show, and rarely you'd be listening, and he'd say something and you correct him immediately via phone, or either he'd be on the show and we wrap up the segment, and then you would text him about he need to get some work in or something. And just like the way his attitude changed, I guess, from day one to day whatever, where he used to be terrified of you and maybe hate you a little bit when they first come in, to now it's like, all right, Cliff, I got you. Like the maturity, the relationship changes with your guys throughout the years, right?
For sure. The relationship that I had with Danny, obviously, in his 4th year is a lot different than his freshman year. And he would tell you he needed to get tougher and, get better at some certain things. But his career changed when he was up to changing arm slots and moving his arm around. I mean, then he became like a dude for us.
Yeah.
And to his credit, he was coachable. Called Cam Colmore, obviously leaned on Cam, and Coach Knight and Coach Dietz, everybody helped him a ton. And you look up, and he had one of the most unbelievable seasons as far as the workload he took on, especially when, Shink went down, and you look up, and what he's done the past 2 years in our baseball program is unbelievable.
And something else that helped him, Cliff, was you talk about being player-led and having those leaders. He said Tyler Smith helped him out early on. He was like, Tyler, is it like this all the time? I can't do this. And he was like, dude, stick through it. Trust me, you'll be all right. And he was. So now it's Danny telling that to young guys. Then it's going to be that young guy. You've got it rolling like that, which is an awesome thing.
Well, one of the moments that I knew that we're going to be good next year is when I was meeting with Dixon Williams in his exit interview. He said, look, we were out in left field, we're crying, we're hugging, and he goes, Ethan Norby walked up to me and goes, hey, it's our time now. Like, hey, we got to get to work because we're not doing this again. And that gives me chill bumps, because that's a ton of maturity in a very tough moment. And those are 2 sophomores that are going to be juniors next year. Actually, a freshman and a sophomore, with Ethan being a sophomore next year and Dixon being a junior.
A couple more questions. Chad says, I've never said a bad thing about Coach and love Greene County. Can I come to lunch? I don't know. Chad's a big boy like me. That might be a big tab. I don't know. I'll see if I can get you in, Chad. Mike P said, any chance Coach has enough pull to get a men's lacrosse team at ECU?
We're still fighting Title IX battles, and we can't add any more males. So, I mean, hey, call John Gilbert on that one. But, that's above my pay grade.
Jamie brings up Campbell. So is it true? I've seen this floated out there. Is it an exaggeration? I've seen 30 players in the portal. I know their head coach left.
That's what I've heard too. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't log on to the portal. That's Coach Knight, Coach Palumbo, Coach Lartigue. Bryant Packard loves the portal. Cayman Chris, our student manager, loves the portal. Franny's getting involved in the portal.
Okay.
So they bring me good players.
So they kind of look it over. They say,
they do all the homework.
Some names.
They do all the homework and then go, hey, this guy, Clip Brock, is the next Nolan Ryan, and then we'll follow up from there.
All right. Nolan Ryan never won a Cy Young Award. Crazy stat, right?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Because he threw 7 no-hitters, didn't he?
He did. Most no-hitters, no Cy Youngs. Here's some trivia for you.
That's impressive.
Let's see. Let's take a break, and we'll come back. We'll get more questions online. PJ says, I don't want another coach. All right.
No, thanks. Appreciate it.
And we'll talk to get Robert's question as well. More with Cliff Godwin here, Hour 1, Pirate Radio Live. Brian Bailey joining us on today's show, and you'll hear my interview with Trey Yesavage. We'll talk about him and some other guys when we return after this.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy Mug Monday with custom butt cups. Tuesday and Wednesday we have local acoustic night. Thursday night we have line dancing from 7 to 9, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. So come twirl around and have a buckin' good time. And don't forget your Sunday Fun Day Cornhole Tournament with the ECU Club Cornhole team at 3 p.m. Check out the Buck on Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date information and events. Y'all come get bucked up.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Rock Icons The Little River Band is coming to Weldon Mills Theater, Eastern North Carolina's best entertainment venue, on July 13th. Conveniently located just off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids, Weldon Mills Theater offers a hassle-free entertainment experience with free parking, wallet-friendly concessions, and a cozy atmosphere. With comfortable seating throughout the venue, there isn't a bad seat in the house. Join Weldon Mills Theater for a memorable event where you can relax and make lasting memories. Get your tickets for the Little River Band on July 13th at weldonmillstheater.com.
Are you tired of the same old fast food routine? Shake things up for lunch and dinner at Clean Eats Cafe. We've cracked the code to make healthy dining tasty and affordable. Whether it's a power lunch or a family dinner, we've got you covered. Sit down in our cafe for a brainstorming session or catch up with friends. Even stop in after a workout for protein smoothies or a protein iced coffee. Our atmosphere is welcoming and our food is fresh. All for about the same price as fast food. It's time to ditch the drive-thru and feast on flavor at Clean Eats Cafe, Red Banks Road in Arlington Village.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Pirate Radio, proudly serving the Pirate Nation for over 20 years. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Have you always dreamed of having your own backyard oasis? Elite Pools in Greenville can make that dream a reality. The professionals at Elite Pools are experts in fiberglass and gunite pool installation and renovation, and their goal is to deliver the highest quality at an affordable price. Visit the Elite Pools showroom in Greenville across from Agri Supply. You can also visit their website at elitepoolsnc.com, or you can give them a call at 689-6557. Transform your backyard into a destination with Elite Pools. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Thank you, Shirley. A-Harp here, Big Dog, Chandler's here, whole crew's here. I was watching an old Curb Your Enthusiasm episode. You ever watch that, or Seinfeld?
Seinfeld is something that I know I probably should watch at some point in time.
Never got
into it.
Huh.
And I have never watched an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
They were talking about how if you got bad news or something bad to say, you need to lead off with some positive stuff. So I'm gonna do that trick here. Johnny Robertson's got one. He said,
you got a question that you're about to ask me.
It's not negative, but it's like uncomfortable to kind of ask you about.
Stats.
But Johnny's got a good one here. First coach, Cliff Godwin, only coach in the nation to win either a regular season or conference tournament title each of the last 6 seasons. Put that one on the resume.
Well, no offense. I don't do it to pat my resume. I'm glad our players and our coaches have done a good job, and they do it the right way. So, but thanks for bringing that up.
Something for the recruiting pitch.
Yeah,
you
no
can
doubt.
add. Yeah. And now a question. What happened at the end of that Evansville game?
So not being very specific because I can't say everything that happened, but obviously, I mean, everybody in our dugout, even when JC hit the ground ball to second, like I just threw to the second baseman, throw it in the dugout. Like there was no way that was the way it was going to end. So our guys' hearts are ripped out. And you're there just trying to take in that moment and just like this really just happened. And they're dogpiling, but, they had a few players that were giving us the finger and using the F word and called us F and P's. And I don't because I know what our kids are going through. So when I went to home plate, I just told their head coach that you need to learn how to win with class. And he said that, Coach, we've never been here before, and we don't know how to handle this. And I said, well, it's your job for them to know how to handle this. And so, and that was the gist of it. But I knew that we couldn't shake their hands as a team. But all of our coaches shook their coaches' hands. Yeah. But it was too raw for our guys to shake their hands at that point in time, especially the way they did some things. And look, I know that he's not the players, but if our play, I would have stopped that immediately because that's not winning with class, and especially on our home field and what our guys had poured into it. So I just thought it was best that we didn't shake their hands as a team. I told JJ there just would probably be something nasty that happened, and that's not good for either side.
Well, I don't know if you have beat this into the players or if the players just have this for themselves, but everybody I talked to about kind of admiring a home run or any kind of getting excited, and we see like on a double, they'll look to your bench, celebrate.
I mean, it's something that
if they do it for those guys, for the team, okay. If they're doing it at the other team,
why are we going to show up the opposing team? I mean, and Zach Agnos, I'll throw him under the bus, but we're playing Tulane in 21, and we beat them 3 out of 4 times. But the game we lost, Zach hit a 3-run homer, and we got beat by 1 run, and he hit a 3-run homer, and he's like running base. He's like popping off at the pitcher and stuff. And then next time he came up, the guy struck him out. I'm like, hey, dude, you think he would have struck you out if you hadn't have been running around the bases, running your mouth? Like, probably not, because he wouldn't have been like so doubt. But he was like, hey, man, like, you got, but I'm getting you this time. And it's just, look, I'm all for like showing positive emotion and pumping up your team. But why do we have to disrespect the other team? I just don't think that's the thing to do. So that's the way we do it.
All right. Kenny says, and we talked to Trey Yesavage earlier today. We'll play that interview on the show, and he is going to be drafted in this year's Major League Baseball draft, another one for Cliff Godwin and the Pirates. Kenny says, Coach, how much enjoyment, how proud are you when you get a chance to watch former ECU players continuing their careers?
Oh, man, it's awesome. One of my fondest moments was, almost a year ago to the date when Gavin made his debut and, fly to Cleveland, and he got a standing O, and he didn't even pitch that great. He gave up 5 runs, but he got a standing O coming off the field. It was a tight game by their fans, and I was like, man, that's unbelievable. Like, that's Gavin. That's like our guy, and obviously seeing Burley do what he's been doing, and Norby just with the brief call up, but he's been playing so well. And there's others, Sean Armstrong and Jeff Hoffman, I did not coach. I had but they're Pirates, man, to see them perform at a high level. So, 2 weeks ago, whenever Norby was up, we had 5 guys in the big leagues. I know Gavin was rehabbing, but 5 guys from East Carolina big leagues. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and a ton coming through the minors right now. Shirley does a good job keeping up with how those guys saw. Josh Moylan hit a dinger over the weekend.
Yep.
So, good to see. Yep. How about summer ball, Cliff? Do you know off the top of your head how many Pirates are playing summer ball right now? I don't have the list in front of me.
Hey, I don't have the list in front of me. We're going to get Shirley to help me out, but we definitely have some guys playing. I would say it's probably the least amount of guys. Obviously, we had an older team this past year. Yeah. Dixon's up in the New England Collegiate League playing. We got a couple guys at Bethesda in the Cal Ripken League. We got some other guys around doing some other things, but like Norby and DiLorenzo, they're back working out with the new guys. And Walker Barron obviously had to have surgery with his jaw when he broke his jaw run to the guy in the conference tournament against Rice. And a lot of people don't even know this, but he wasn't available for the regional because we got x-rays and they said he couldn't play with a football helmet on with a mask. I was like, hey, man, we need to exhaust all possible scenarios because we don't have a lot of right-handed bats, and he's one of our best ones. Yeah. So, but the doctors didn't think it was safe for him to play, which he missed the regional as well. And I know he would have had at least one at bat against that lefty from Evansville when we weren't being able to do anything offensively. So, but he's actually back in town. He's actually gotten the wires out of his mouth, but he's still got rubber bands and stuff. And of course, he's lost a few pounds because he had his mouth wired shut for a couple weeks.
I need to go on that diet. Speaking of injuries, Jamie says he likes Riley Johnson's Karate Kid move. He said he had to use his legs to celebrate because his shoulders were in such bad shape he couldn't use his arms.
Yes, that's accurate.
Yeah.
I actually just saw Riley. So he had his left labrum fixed. I guess it was last Monday, not this Monday, last Monday. So he's up moving around, and then, about a month later, he'll have his right one done. So, and he'll get those both, tacked down so we don't have to run onto the field every time he dives next year.
I was asking all year, is there an American Gold Glove or a college baseball Gold Glove? The answer is yes, and Riley Johnson earned that Gold Glove and also was the Defensive Player of the Year in the American. So glad to see he was rewarded for it.
Absolutely.
He is unreal to watch out there, man.
I mean, I would have to say he's the best center fielder I've ever coached, especially under circumstances, the way his shoulders were. But, I would argue that just as much as Carter, he was the MVP of our position player group just because he was the straw that stirred the drink, so to speak, and brought a ton of energy to our team.
I said that. Wyatt and I think Danny went with Cunningham.
Yeah.
I went with Riley.
Yeah.
But good when you have an argument about who should be MVP. You got a lot of good players.
Yeah.
Alex Harper has a question. Would you like to ask it into the mic, or you want me to read it?
I was just going to ask, I typed in the YouTube comments, do you have any advice for a Little League baseball coach? On how to be a better coach?
Baseball coach, I do. I have a lot of advice, no offense. I actually was talking to my roommate from college, John Williamson, and he's getting into the travel ball stuff because his kids are getting that age, but he's actually helping coaching, and he was just going on a rant this morning at about 7 a.m. The Little League coach, they need to get the kids to learn how to play anything the right way, if I'm making sense. It's more about, hey, let's go out here. Let's run onto the field. Let's run the bases the right way. Let's play catch, us not just chasing the ball, like little stuff like that, and making sure that they have a good attitude, they're working hard, and they're having fun, of course. But the technical part of the swing or a pitching mechanic, let them go play wiffle ball in the backyard. They'll figure that out. They'll figure out how their body moves. But I think we're getting into this world of teaching them how to swing at a such young age or pitching at a such young age. We're forgetting to teach them how to play the game of baseball or play basketball or play football. Because I can tell you this, and I did this on a podcast like last fall, if you want to stand out today, when I go watch a tournament, just play hard because nobody plays hard. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So if you're not playing hard and you know a coach is showing up to recruit you, you think you're going to do it when I'm here? No, not unless, hey, I'm having to put my foot up your butt every day, which that's not fun for a coach. We actually, when you get to college, want to teach them how to hit, how to pitch, how to field a ground ball better, not the parts of the game you should have learned at a young age, if that makes sense. And you really focusing on what you can control. And if your kid strikes out, don't yell at them about striking out. Hey, if they didn't work hard that week, talk to them about not working hard, but not in the moment of striking out, because nobody's going up to the plate trying to strike out.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. It's kind of like concerning when the amount of kids that get to like the 12, 13-year-old range, which I feel like at that point you should probably know how to play the game of baseball, and just, simple scenarios like runner on second, hit the left field, like where's the ball need to go? And they don't know. So,
yeah. Well, that's your job.
It is. But they don't.
Alex, sorry to hear about Kiwanis losing in the city championship.
Yeah. Second year in a row, made the city championship and fell short.
Just can't get to the big one.
Just can't get to the big one.
But the ride was great, right?
The ride was great.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, hey, so you coach Little League?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, dude. Keep pouring back into them, man. That's awesome.
Try my best.
Jerry, great question. Can't believe I forgot to ask about this. What can be done to give the number one seed more an advantage in the conference tournament? Cliff, there's a lot of formats in these conference tournaments, and you want to see maybe a change in the American?
Yeah, for sure. And look, I'll take some blame for it because we have a head coaches meeting every year. But in 2000, it all stems back to 2018. So in 18, we had weather. So before 18, the 2 seed and the 7 seed, and I can't remember what the other two, but four teams played 2 games on Tuesday, but the 1 seed didn't play until Wednesday, up until 2018. But then we had weather come. So in 18, they were like, hey, everybody's got to play on that first day because we feel like weather's coming in the back. So then they just kept it that way.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But now with 10 teams, I think the smart thing to do is to have a play-in game, a single elimination, 7 through 10. They play on Tuesday. So they've got to throw their best arms to get to play the 1 and 2 seed on Wednesday. And Wednesday, at least you're a day farther back. Not that we would flip around Trey Yesavage from Thursday to Wednesday, but then you only have to play 1 game where your number 1 does not pitch. Yeah. Does that make sense? Because even if you lose on Wednesday, then you would play on Thursday.
Also, can we get this? The dumbest thing to me is East Carolina hosting a regional because they earned it and being the away team in the game. That is the dumbest thing, I think, in sports.
Yeah. Well, catch 22 from the standpoint. So we're home, game 1, we lose. We have to flip a coin, which JJ always flips the coin, and believe it or not, he's actually pretty good at it. So he wins the coin toss. So we're home against Wake Forest. So we had been home the first 2 games. Well, you immediately know, hey, after you win that second game, like, hey, man, like you're going to be visitor against, that was VCU. Well, then you're going to be visitor against Evansville. I have a problem in the winner-take-all game, and you're the 1 seed. So Evansville, we played them 3 times. They were the home team 2 out of the 3 times.
Yeah.
That's the issue I have.
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Home team that you're literally at home. You earned your spot.
Right.
Be the home team.
Right.
All right, we're about out of time. Real quick, Mike P says, has a parent's behavior at the field or off the field ever impacted your recruitment of a kid?
Absolutely. I mean, I would say that you're recruiting the parents because the parents are the ones that raised the young man that's going to come into your program. So 100%. And I would say more so today than 10 years ago.
Kenny asking, how did you feel about Dixon Williams stealing home? I imagine the coach in Major League, he was in the hospital because he couldn't be there. He was like jumping on were you fist pumping somewhere, I guess?
Well, I was in my hotel room. So, and kind of one of those things, like I saw him take off and I was like, oh my God. Oh, I soft clench his helmet. And then I'm just sitting there waiting because you know how umpires can just create. Like,
oh, yeah.
Let's
get together.
I'm like, hey, they're going to call time. Like, there's going to be something. But, hey, luckily not. It was a great play by Dixon.
And love Dixon after that saying, hey, did that in the went all the way back to the previous fall. Said that scenario came up in the Purple Gold game. And, like, that had to make you feel good. The guys are retaining information from back then. So,
no doubt.
Awesome stuff. All right, Coach, we are about out of time. Appreciate you joining us today, man. And Glenn wanted to know what you doing this summer.
I know, Glenn's like, right now, a lot of work. We got to get through the draft with our guys being here in summer school, trying to just spend some time with them. Obviously, we can't teach them baseball stuff, but we're doing some mental game stuff with them just to get to know those guys. We got a super talented group of incomers that are here in the summer, and I met with them on Friday, and I said, hey, look, we're going to have more new guys than we have returners, and this is a great opportunity for you guys, but we're going to need some of you guys to grow up a little bit quicker. So some of you freshmen, you're going to be sophomores this fall, and we're going to coach you like that. So, but they're talented. They're a hardworking group to this point, so I'm excited to get the fall started.
On that note, all right, Josh, he reminded me to ask his question. Who do we have to look forward to out of the bullpen this upcoming, next season? That, like, you ready to give out that list today?
Look, I mean, I wouldn't even have said like Trey Yesavage, back at this time going into his freshman year. So the fall is a time for guys to develop, for them to earn, spots, roles. But you guys can see, I mean, even the way the season goes and injuries, roles evolve.
Yeah.
Guys step up. I mean, you look at what Colby Wallace did when Starling went down this year.
That was awesome.
It was awesome.
One regret, we didn't get to see Cam Clonch on the mound. I understand we were getting close to that.
Oh, man, we were
very
close. Hey, very close a couple of times. So, but Clonch was keeping that thing fresh.
Cliff, thank you, man. Enjoyed it.
Guys.
Thanks for
Appreciate
hanging out. We will take a time out. When we return, BB, Brian Bailey will join us. We'll still ask if he believes he won the bet against Cliff Godwin. He probably does. Believe your truth, folks. We'll talk to BB, recap the sports weekend, and have more for you after this.
Save the date and party like pirates on August 29th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, featuring special guest, American Idol musician Blake Prohl.
What's up, guys? It's Blake Prohl. I'm so excited to announce that I'll be back in Greenville Thursday, August 29th for the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party. It's been way too long, but I can't wait to see you, Pirate Nation, and go Pirates.
Join the fun with a performance by country music band Should Have Been Cowboys, and so much more. Save the date and join us at the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, August 29th.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. And on the last Sunday of every month, Doug Henry is open. Your weekend just got a little easier when you're looking for a car, because you can shop at Doug Henry of Greenville on Sundays. Visit Doug Henry for the biggest selection of used cars. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Mention Pirate Radio for $500 off any vehicle. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville. Go Pirates.
Want a great lunch with quick service? Huckleburger. Need a place to dine out with the family tonight? Huckleburger. The fastest full-service restaurant in town. Huckleburger. Huckleburger is committed to 3 core values: highest level of customer service, high-quality delicious food, and lightning speed. The Huckleburger menu features delicious burgers, cheesesteaks, chicken sandwiches, black bean burgers, salads, and much more. Huckleburger in Greenville near Lowe's on Memorial Drive and off of 15th Street near the movie theater in Washington. Huckleburger. Delicious, fast, fresh, and friendly.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to AnsonBelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Naylor Show.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Wings Over has always been a great go-to for dinner or a late night snack, and it still is. But did you know you don't have to wait for dinner to get Wings Over? That's right. Wings Over Greenville is now open for lunch 7 days a week. Get Wings Over for lunch and have it delivered right to the office. Wings Over also caters so everyone at work can enjoy. Wings Over Greenville has over 20 flavors to choose from, including the limited edition Cajun garlic flavor. Order today by going online at wingsover.com or by calling 758-9464. Wings Over, they deliver.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Caliber, Eastern North Carolina's premier outdoor shooting sports store for over 60 years. Visit CarolinaCaliberCompany.com to shop today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC will match all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Shirley Rhodes is back in town. A-Harp is here, the Chan Man, the big dog Glenn Griffin, and to my left, the legendary Hall of Famer, Brian Bailey, joining us. And BB, welcome in, first of all.
The old guy. Thanks for having me.
Your shirt is firing me up.
Yep.
Touchdown Friday.
Just around the corner, baby.
Exciting time.
Yeah.
Get through these next couple months, and then we'll have some high school football.
Yes, we will.
That'll be good. BB just had Cliff Godwin on, and you've got an interesting relationship with Cliff. Fair to say?
You call it that.
So, as you know, it kind of depends on what's going on, what time of the year you talk to him. Because I was pretty impressed with his transparency during the last hour when we talked to him. Now, during the season, he won't be as transparent with some things. And with injuries,
during the season, it's more like muddy water, wouldn't you think?
Very, very much so. But was pretty open about some things there. And he's moved on from what happened in 24, getting ready for 25. And you got to be that way.
I think so. I'm excited about it. I mean, you're talking about just what Pirate baseball is, but year in and year out, I mean, they came up with just outstanding teams. They give us all something to, for us in the media to cover. But it's just one of the true. It's just one of the best things about the job that I have is just covering his team every year. It really is.
It feels kind of old school college athletics.
Yeah,
because you don't get that with basketball and football much anymore.
No, you don't.
That feeling.
That's the truth.
Yeah. Who's going to win it all, Bailey? Got Tennessee, Texas A&M. Winner take all tonight in Omaha.
I think it's Texas A&M.
Okay.
What do you think?
Okay. I'm going to go Rocky Top, but it's been a couple of fun games.
Oh, it has been. And I like the old way they used to do it with the schedule where you would have the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday best of three. You'd have Saturday and Sunday off, and then you would go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I like that better because I think it's kind of tough to go. You go into that Saturday night game, and then you have to come back Sunday early and play an afternoon game.
Man, I'm a very routine guy, and we did not have a live show on Friday. We did a best of with some of our football interviews. So Friday night, I'm at home and flipping around, and I keep looking at the clock saying, all right, just looking forward to tonight's game one.
What game one was it?
And never came. And I was like, man, I'm not a good sports fan right now, not knowing when the game is. But I had to wait till Saturday, then Sunday, and the final one coming up on this Monday night, same night as Oilers and Panthers Game 7, which I haven't been paying attention.
I said that to Melissa last night. I said the best part about today's sporting events is the fact. Well, hockey was the other night when they forced a Game 7, but on Monday we've got Game 7 in hockey and Game 3, deciding Game 3 in college baseball. You have two really good stories, and usually this time of the year you don't have that. That's for sure.
Alex, can I get you in here real quick? So Jamie is requesting you make a pick for tonight, because Alex has pretty much literally lost every pick he's had.
Oh, my God.
Has he really?
Yeah.
It is a generational run that I'm on right now.
So
dating back to when Carolina was in round 1, I think on air I have got every pick of the NHL playoffs wrong.
Jamie wants your pick so he can bet on the other team tonight. Let's keep it going one more night. Who do you think will win?
Folks, the road team has won the last 3 Game 7s of the Stanley Cup Final.
Good stat.
And it's not going to happen tonight. Give me Florida.
All right. So bet on the Oilers, folks. You've got to take the Oilers because Alex is taking the Panthers. So
go Cats, baby.
Do with that information as you will. All right. Mike P says you watching Game 3 or Game 7. If I was to choose one, I would definitely go Game 3. Baseball.
I go both TVs.
Are you really going to watch that into hockey, or just because it's on? And
I think it's just because it's a Game 7. I've kind of been intrigued by the series, trying to just see how the momentum has shifted like it has. And it has certainly shifted in that series. So I think it's been fun to watch.
Yeah, no doubt. Jerry says winning state should get the Oilers name for football. Jerry's an old Oilers fan, so he's still thinking about Earl Campbell.
So did we win the bet or lose the bet? What was the final outcome? Cliff says we lost the bet, but I don't understand that. Is that what you've been thinking about the whole time? Yes. I still say it was 1.5.
I think it was, but if there is evidence out there of us talking about it.
Yeah.
2.5 just seems like too much.
I still say, if you're not allowed to be in the game, that's the same as an ejection.
So, folks,
you basically got ejected for 3 games is what happens.
We just had a Cliff Godwin umpire argument during the break between
he threw
Brian
dirt
Bailey.
on me, too.
He was kicking.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Now, he said, Bailey, this is interesting. He said, I still take y'all out to lunch if you admit you're wrong.
I'm not
So now, I know. Now I'm in the middle of this. I got to get either Cliff to say that we were right and we won the bet, or Bailey to apologize for something he says that he doesn't need to say was wrong.
I know how we do this. Melissa's never lost an argument, so I'll get her in here.
Okay,
and she'll take over this thing, and she'll.
Are you sure she'll be on your side?
No, not sure at all.
That could be dangerous.
Probably not.
That's a witness for the defense, which turns into a witness for the state.
Yeah. What do they call that when you watch those shows? Hostile witness. Yeah, she could be that.
Melissa's a hostile witness. I think we can get our lunch though. It turned into lunch.
Yeah.
So
we can do some damage at lunch. You and I.
Yeah. The Bubbas are back.
That'll work.
Kenny says, Bailey, you going to Cowboys versus Panthers in December? You going to any Cowboys games this year?
It just depends.
Or is that one here or there?
Depends on. I think it's in Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that it just depends on that time of year and what's happening, and bowl game. What is the date of that one? I think it's in the middle of December.
Which one?
The Cowboys Panthers. But it just kind of depends on what everything's going on and who's playing when and that kind of thing for East Carolina. What kind of duties I've got here, if I can slip away and go see a game.
So Cowboys Panthers is the 15th. So would that be?
So that would be
maybe after the conference championship.
Yeah, it could be bowl games, could be something like that. So I'm not sure.
That would be like the first weekend of bowl games usually. It'll
Probably
be
so.
that week or the following week. So yeah, a little trip down to Charlotte. You gonna get credentialed, or you gonna go looking like Wade Phillips?
I did that one time up in D.C. Somebody told me I was Wade Phillips. Yeah, I almost got on the sideline with that outfit.
Jerry wouldn't have known the difference. No. Would you go as a fan though, or as a covering the event?
Probably go as a fan more, because you really can't do much as far as covering the event anymore. You can't shoot the games or anything like that. So
on that note, you talked about the U.S. Open. You've been in the Stanley Cup playoffs recently. Others, but like, what is the best sport to cover in 2024 where you can do the most as far as shooting and stuff? Because it's changed a lot over the years, right?
Yeah, it has, and it's just we usually go to the American tournament. I usually shoot those games, but it was so hot this year, and I'm getting so old that I didn't shoot them after the first 2 games. But it just kind of depends on the interviews you can get. By saying you can't do a lot, like at the U.S. Open, you couldn't even do interviews yourself. You had to get the interviews off the podium stuff. So I mean, usually if it's the American tournament, you can get interviews yourself instead of just taking the Zoom and that kind of thing. So I guess that's what it means by what you can do and you can't do.
Right. As far as shooting live footage, what are you allowed to do the most of today? What sport?
Really not a whole lot of live footage, most of it, because all the ECU games are ESPN Plus now. So if they're playing, we have to kind of push the camera where you can't see the field or anything. So you're not allowed to have any of that live footage going on behind.
So like Coach's show, where does that footage come from? Is that all ESPN? That if they show highlights?
Some of that I misunderstood the question. Like we shoot most of the baseball highlights during the year.
Yeah.
Either Zach or I. So we have that, but we can use that for the Coach's show. We just can't show it live as far as a live broadcast. Like if we're doing a 620 live sportscast, the stuff in the background, if they're warming up, we can have that in the background.
Yeah,
if they're playing the first inning, we got to have it somewhere else as far as the camera goes.
Gotcha. Kenny says high school sports. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah,
That's,
do some of that.
Because I went out to do a little run around for Touchdown Friday. I got to do that again this year.
Come
that
on,
was a lot
you're
of fun,
always
man.
invited.
It was fascinating to see
fun.
how y'all put all that together. It's also a lot of work, but it was a fun night. But Bailey is like walking in the middle of the South Central huddle. You're telling players to move out of the way. Like, you're the most important guy there.
No, I just trying
joking with Coach Cherry during a big third down.
Trying to get a good shot. Yeah, like what did you call there, Coach? What's going on?
You sure you want to run that? Hey, this defensive end coach, he ain't nothing. Get him out of there.
They're vulnerable on that right side.
But that is cool that's about the closest you can get, I guess, high school.
Yeah, sports. It really is. Yeah, that's probably as close as you can get to, like you go to a Rose baseball game over Guy Smith and you can stand right there and talk to RV during the game and he'll come over and talk to you. So that's a lot of fun.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We got another segment with BB, Brian Bailey, here. If you got a question for BB, you can get that in. We'll talk more about what's going on right now in the world of sports and look ahead as well. We're back with you after this.
Familia is your go-to spot for the best Italian dishes around, including pizzas, pastas, salads, and homemade desserts. And now Familia has BOGO specials. That's right, whether it's dine-in or takeout, you can get buy one, get one spaghetti and meatballs on Tuesdays, lasagna on Wednesdays, and baked ziti on Thursdays. As always, Familia has their weekly Pizza of the Week special for just $14. So go ahead and place your order online or call 689-6330, and Familia will have your order ready in their drive-thru window for pickup. Familia on Fire Tower Road in Winterville near Pitt Community College. Go Pirates!
Golden Ticket Cinemas is Greenville's newest movie theater and is now open in the Greenville Grand location on Greenville Boulevard near Cracker Barrel. Experience the ultimate movie magic with their Elite experience. The Elite Theater has the largest screen in Greenville, state-of-the-art 4K laser projection, immersive Dolby Atmos sound, and heated luxury recliners. And coming soon, Eastern North Carolina's only IMAX theater. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show in style with luxurious amenities and top-notch service at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Pirate Water Wicked Tea is here. Set sail for the next Pirate Water adventure. Barstool's best drink is back with delicious Wicked Tea, a strong, smooth, uncarbonated brew flavor with hints of lemon. It's the toughest tea to take on the high seas. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find the new Pirate Water Wicked Tea in a location near you.
We're going plankton!
21 and older, please drink responsibly.
The Parks and Recreation Trust Fund has supported local recreation, North Carolina state parks, and coastal access through grant funding since 1994. This allows our beautiful state parks to maintain the quality that you've come to love. Enjoy all the outdoors has to offer, like hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. Visit ncparks.gov for the latest information and a calendar of events. Thank you, North Carolina, for your continued support for the last 30 years.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Flea Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Flea Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Flea Feet, we run for you.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
This is Clip Brock, host of PRL, every weekday at 3, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Caliber, Eastern North Carolina's premier outdoor shooting sports store for over 60 years. Visit CarolinaCaliberCompany.com to shop today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Order Jersey Mike subs on the mobile app and get delivery right to your home, or save time and order ahead to skip the line to pick up from your nearest Jersey Mike sub location. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. And Bud Light reminds Pirate fans to always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Shirley Rhodes back. Alex is here. Sean is, Sean's tired. He's been pumping out quote tweets the whole show.
Is he a quote tweeter?
He is. He has been putting out these videos, Bailey, and
man, he's working hard. Look at him.
He is, man.
He's exhausted.
He is tired. So we'll
swear
we'll hear from Sean later on in today's program, perhaps.
I have to tip his roommate when his roommate does some work. I have to tip him. I have to tip my man here. So Jack works at Outback, and we see him about once a week.
Old Jack at Outback?
Yeah. Right. Great guy.
Go see Jack.
Complete opposite of Chandler. Just a great guy.
I'm going to pull a Troy D because I know you miss Troy and say they're not a sponsor, Bailey. Don't talk about it.
Oh, my bad. Sorry about that.
Man, one time.
I've been working on them, though.
I was so bad.
Oh, I know. Troy will do that in a heartbeat to you, wouldn't he?
We had a press box, and it was my wife or my daughter or something, and we went to Outback, and Rhino worked there. So this was a long time ago, but I remember this. But so I was like, hey, Bailey, I saw Rhino this weekend. He was working. He did a good job or whatever. And Troy was like, where'd you go? And I was like, don't worry about it. And he's like, well, where'd you go? And I was like, we went to Outback. And he was like, they're not a sponsor. Don't talk about it. Like, you asked me where we went twice, man. What am I supposed to do? I tried to get you out of it and move on.
You did that elevator going to the top. He does.
Great moments. And we did have a great moments in press box history. I missed that show.
Yeah.
Watching you old guys fight. That was fun.
Well, appreciate it.
You and Weaver would get into it. Troy and everybody would get into it.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Meador would say one line and back away. He would instigate
like a chihuahua.
It was amazing. Yeah. We need to bring that back. Jerry says, this is a great question. Do you get a residual check for the times the blooper highlight with the cannon play?
No, it's funny you asked that. No, I do not. And it's That was one of the weirdest things that ever happened, because I got a call out of the blue about that. There was a company that was doing bloopers at the time, and they were doing them weekly, and they would call like every local local sports department, and so I sent them probably 30 or 40 just things that had happened. That some of them weren't that funny. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, I get a call, and it was from Hollywood, California, and it was Fox Sports. And I thought somebody was just, messing with me. And they said, we've got you in our top 50 of our best sports bloopers, and but we have to have you sign something that gives us permission to use it. Well, I didn't know that I was supposed to get my general manager sign it, because they got upset with me later on because I'd already signed off on it, and but no, I didn't get anything out of that.
Man, because they used to run all the time on Fox Sports. They would run that countdown, and it would be like some narrator, cannon blast, and then it would show the video. And that's a shame.
I told Melissa I was going to get it on my tombstone, so if you ever came to pay your last respects, you hit a button, and it would pop up.
Would it be beeping?
And then when I went through last fall, I was like, man, don't order that video yet.
Kenny says, I love this. We need to put Bailey on the hot seat with some of the things we talk about here. So here we go. All
right.
You got to answer it now.
All right.
I guess you don't got to. It's America. It's a free country. What ECU team would you like to see make it the furthest? Baseball to Omaha, football to the playoff, basketball. I don't say you can't say basketball big dance. You'd have to say basketball Elite Eight or Final Four. So which one of those teams?
That's kind of a hard question to say. I'd like to see them all succeed, obviously. I think the one that's got the best chance, obviously, is baseball to go to Omaha. So
which one would you like there the most, though? Because basketball has always been my answer. I think it'd be so awesome to have that run in March.
I think it would be so awesome to go to Omaha. So I want to go. I want to go to Omaha. And it's funny because I've thought about just making a trip, and then I would think about it, and I would say, I don't want to go. It's kind of like the Little League World Series. The Little League World Series is a great venue to go to, but I wouldn't have wanted to go without the Greenville teams both times. And so when I think about Omaha, I think I want to go when the Pirates go. I want to see Cliff Godwin, take that 23 and go to Omaha, and that's one of it's on my bucket list before I retire. And I say, Coach, I'm almost 62. Let's get this thing going. But I think that's it. Although if the football team can make the playoff, man, what would that be like around here?
That'd be nuts.
Wow.
And again, basketball is my answer, and that is the furthest away, I guess. So football, I'm a little torn, Bailey. I'm not a cheerleader here. Like, I'm not being paid by East. In fact, I'm not being paid by East Carolina. They fired me from doing PA. So I'm not being paid at all by ECU. But I'm hyping up this season because it's exciting to know we have a chance to make the playoffs for the first time ever, really.
Right. Now, I agree. I mean,
the format is there for us.
There's an avenue there that you can make, and with that said, that's the thing, though. There's an avenue there to make the playoff. Now, what are the odds of going all the way to the national championship game? Well, obviously not good. But when I think about, and I'm not blowing smoke up, Cliff's skirt or anything, but I'm saying, when they recruit, Palumbo and AK and all those guys, when they're recruiting a team to win a national championship, not just to go to Omaha. And then when you think about, the Pirates were 4-1 against State and Carolina were both in Omaha, and East Carolina wasn't. But, I mean, they're recruiting a team to win a national championship. And I think that, is that far-fetched? Well, maybe in some respects, but I think that they could go to Omaha at some point and make real noise in Omaha, a la Coastal Carolina that year.
Brian Bailey joining us here real quick for the 58 people tuning in that have not yet hit that like button, hit that thumb. Please do that real quick.
Hit that thumb.
Do your good deed for the day. If not for me, for Brian Bailey. If not for Brian Bailey, for Shirley.
Yeah.
If not for Shirley, one of those other guys in there.
Hit that thumb.
Do it for Chandler, man. He has been working his tail off.
Look at him. He is tired.
For you people.
Yeah, my dog has that same look on his face when he comes out in the heat.
Get Chandler a water bowl, Alex.
Please get him something.
All right. So last week we said, because you gotta be willing to sacrifice something, Bailey, for the things you love, for the things you want. We were sacrificing our body and our hair last week. Well, we're going to get 23 tattoos if they go to Omaha. We're going to shave our heads and eyebrows. If what, ECU football makes it? Is that what that was, to the playoff? Look at Bailey's face. And for basketball, we'll still say if they just make the tournament, we'll color our hair purple. So we're making sacrifices.
Y'all should.
Kenny says, "Will Bailey get a tattoo with us when they make it to Omaha?"
Nah, probably not.
Nah, you're just.
I'm not a tattoo guy.
Well, neither am I. I have zero, and I plan to have zero.
But I don't have any problem with people that have tattoos.
Well, that's good.
I allow all you guys in the other room.
I don't know. You have a problem with Shirley, it seems like.
No.
Is that for different reasons?
Shirley can't count. I love Shirley. She just struggles when she does that bracket every year. She messes my points up every year.
I think it happened one time.
No,
and you carry it on.
One year I went from last place to fourth because I counted it again, and I missed that one. I'm sorry.
Oh, Shirley.
I love Shirley. I've always loved Shirley. She's the glue that keeps this place running.
Bailey's in a lawyer argumentative mood today, but Shirley, so do you have a rebuttal for his claims here?
I mean, he is more than welcome to do it every single year like I do. So
no.
you are more than welcome.
I don't care if you get everybody else's wrong. Just don't get mine wrong.
This is easy and this is something that you can do and you can do it better than me, then I'm going to step aside and let you do it.
I think you do a wonderful. I don't care if you screw the rest of them up. Just don't get mine wrong. I'm going to get mine right.
You know what?
I'm just kidding, Shirley. I'm just kidding. Hey, some of the best
when
fights.
Is March again?
Some of the best fights in Pirate Radio history were Troy and Shirley. And I'm telling you, they were classic.
There weren't any laughing going on during.
Oh, there was some good. I watched Shirley's head spin 360 one day. How she did that, I'll never know.
And the funny thing is that some of the most epic ones never made it to the air.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, some of the epic ones actually happened off air, and we can only just describe those.
Wow. Yeah. Good stuff.
That was a good move by Bailey there to throw Troy's name in to get him out of there. Yeah. That's a veteran.
Wait.
That always works.
Veteran move right there by Bailey.
Veteran move. I'm still going to count your stuff wrong.
See? There you go.
All right, Brian Bailey joining us, Pirate Radio Studios here on a Monday. It's like list season. We'll have to come up with some lists, Bailey. I want to know your all-time, your favorite Pirates, your favorite games, your favorite yada yada. We'll do some of that this summer.
Yeah, I can't remember what I had for breakfast, so I got to figure out my favorite. No,
I'll give you some homework
some
so you can think about it.
I have some favorites.
How about Ryan, your son Ryan? Is he named after Ryan Sandberg?
Yes, he was.
Did you see the Sandberg statue?
I saw that. I didn't get a chance to watch the show that they had on it, but and Coach O is the one that named Rhino because we were at a banquet and we were talking about it, and I think the name we were coming up with at the time was Kyle, and he said, "Why don't you think about a great baseball name like Ryan Sandberg, like Rhino?" And I thought, man, that's great, and it went over well, and that's how he got his name.
You spell it R-Y-N-E?
R-Y-N-E, yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. So Rhino, I saw that statue, and it was cool to see Andre Dawson and Sean Dunston, some of those old Cubbies.
I had a chance to I interviewed Sandberg at I think it was the 93 All-Star game in Baltimore. I interviewed Andre Dawson in Philadelphia once, and we went up there for a game and got press passes, and it was like the old Coke commercial where Mean Joe Green threw the jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was standing there and his writer was talking to Andre, and the writer finished. And I had my tape recorder. I said, "Andre, can I get a quick interview?" And he said, "I got a hit, man." I was like, "Okay." So I put my head down. He went and he took some swings, and then he finished up. And he walked over, and I still had my head down. And he goes, "Hey, you want that interview?" And I was like, "Yes, sir."
That's awesome.
Ran over there.
He was a pretty intimidating guy too, right?
Yes, he was. That was.
So you weren't going to argue with him?
No, I was heading out.
I know your sports hero all time is Roger Staubach, correct?
Yes.
Is that fair to say?
I haven't met him. That's one person I haven't met yet. Tom Landry, I had a chance to interview a couple of times, but haven't.
And Joe Gibbs.
And Joe Gibbs.
It was an amazing coach.
Yeah, that was an amazing deal.
So I know Staubach's on the list. Who else, Bailey, is on the interview or interact with bucket list in sports that you haven't got? Anybody come to mind for you?
Nobody really comes to mind because I've been so fortunate through the years. Like Tiger Woods came to New Bern one time. I got a chance to interview him there.
The Jordan Golf Classic, I
got a chance.
Probably.
I played golf with Michael Jordan in the foursome with Jordan.
Man.
2 straight rounds and
how much money did you lose?
Well, he walked up that morning. Obviously, we were all a little nervous. He walks up and he goes, "Okay, boys, we're playing $1,000 a hole." And I just saw my whole life savings going to be gone in 3 holes. I mean, But that was, and the funny thing about that is, if it were held tomorrow, there would be thousands and thousands of pictures of us playing together. But because it was held then, nobody had phone cameras or anything like that. So there are a few pictures around, but not many.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
All right, BB. Well, thank you for hanging out with us today, man. What you guys got coming up? We got some wood ducks or yard gnomes?
Then we got a little bit of baseball here and there, but I go on vacation starting Thursday, and then next week we'll be in the island of Antigua.
Okay, so we won't be talking to you?
No. Well, I think next week you guys are off too. Isn't that the 4th of July week?
Very good point.
Yeah, so
very good point.
Yeah.
Well, have fun, man.
Yeah, looking forward. Melissa picked it out, and she's ready to go. And Bella and I just do what we're told. So we're heading out.
Just don't screw it up between now and then.
Right, exactly. On my best behavior.
Thank you, BB.
All right.
Brian Bailey joining us, Pirate Radio Studios here on a Monday. We'll take a time out, come back, have more for you. Hour 2, we'll hear Trey Yesavage, and conducted an interview with him earlier today. Got that coming up after this.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. It's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're #1 in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times at the pool, river, beach, or backyard grilling, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there is fun, because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this summer, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy Mug Monday with custom butt cups. Tuesday and Wednesday we have local acoustic night. Thursday night we have line dancing from 7 to 9, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. So come twirl around and have a buckin' good time. And don't forget your Sunday Fun Day Cornhole Tournament with the ECU Club Cornhole team at 3 p.m. Check out the Buck on Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date information and events. Y'all come get bucked up.
This is Dr. Dixon from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, it's Caleb with Stroud's Marine. Boating season is here, and at Stroud's Marine we're stocked up with over 20,000 pre-owned parts. We've got everything you need, from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Speaking of outboards, we will buy your old ones. And as always, our mission is to save you money and get you back out on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
What's even better than going to Jimmy John's? The great taste of Jimmy John's coming to you. Check out their convenient catering bundle, including a 12-pack of half sandwiches made with fresh baked bread, hand-sliced meats, and fresh veggies, plus 2 premium sides, 15 chips, and 15 desserts, all for one great price. You can also choose an a la carte option. Pick it up, or they'll set it up for you. And don't forget Jimmy John's loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson, and online at jimmyjohns.com.
Russell's is a full-service clothing store for both men and women. Family-owned and operated in historic downtown Washington for 41 years. This is Rhonda from Russell's, and we visit the country's largest markets to bring you quality clothing at affordable prices. From the finest in men's suits, sports coats, and accessories to fashionable dresses, tops, and jewelry for the women. Our attention to every detail means personal service and in-house alterations. Give Russell's a try. You, our pirate friends and customers, stores at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio, where it's always a great day to be a pirate.
I think it's gonna be a great day.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Caliber, Eastern North Carolina's premier outdoor shooting sports store for over 60 years. Visit CarolinaCaliberCompany.com to shop today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner. Call them today at 919-291-5532 or visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with your Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Man, we got a packed week for you with guests. We will talk to Caden Hauser and Jake Garcia this week, the Pirate quarterbacks. Coming up tomorrow, we'll talk to ECU wide receivers coach Darrell Roberts. Rich Shea, president of Major League Eating, will join us. Interesting July 4th Coney Island hot dog contest this year with no Joey Chestnut. So who will reign supreme? We'll preview that with Rich coming up on Tuesday. We'll have another advanced storage opponent preview with Pete Medhurst from Navy. We'll talk some Navy football on today's show. Or on Wednesday's show. So we've got a ton of interviews coming up this week with Pirate players, Pirate coaches, and talking a lot of different things. Chandler is here. Hey, Chon.
Hey, Clipper.
Left side.
Strong side.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Coming off a nice little trip up to Lake Norman.
Coming off a long weekend.
It's going to be a long weekend.
You had a long weekend.
It's going to be a long weekend. And it was a long weekend. But at the same time, it was very short because we had a lot of fun. And when you're having fun, time flies. So, which is the other way around when you're supposed to say it. Time flies when you're having fun. That's what I had this weekend, and it flew by. So,
what'd you do?
So we went to Lake Norman. We had this awesome...
You went to a lake, and so Wes, for some reason, got upset with you because...
What's his beef with me, man?
I don't know. He's got a big beef with you, though. So you went to a lake and didn't do anything, huh?
Wait, oh yeah, he's like, so you're going to go to the lake and not do it. And I was like, hold on just a second. We had a buddy that brought a boat.
Yeah.
So we got there Thursday afternoon and got on the boat, rode around, went to this place called Blue Parrot. By the way, former intern and probably going to be an intern in the fall, Delaney, her sister works there. I didn't meet her sister, but Delaney said that that's a great place to go. It was awesome. Friday morning, we went and played golf, played 18 holes of golf at Burkdale, which is the Arnold Palmer designed course.
Burkdale.
Burkdale.
You played at the historic grounds of Burkdale?
Burkdale, and what a great course it was. And then we went out on the boat that afternoon, got some great dinner. Saturday, basically did the same thing, played some golf in the morning, boat in the afternoon, and then we came back home and grilled some steaks, some baked potatoes, and Caesar salad.
They're running through all the details here. What day are we on?
Cool, neat story.
Saturday. And then we came home Sunday.
All right. So there you go.
A lot of fun.
Fun weekend.
A lot of fun.
How do you get a job as a golf course designer? I want to do that.
I have no idea.
It sounds pretty easy.
Aren't you able to do that on the game? Can you do that on like the...
Not the one I have. Oh. This is serious stuff. We play real courses, son.
Excuse me. Sorry. But I feel like that was a thing, and maybe
there's two different games. There's like The one
I had
have,
the Tiger Woods like 05. That's the only golfing game I had.
I think I have EA, and there's a 2K one as well where you can design courses.
That's pretty cool. Is that something you would want to do?
Yeah, because I feel like you probably get paid a lot of money, and I'm gonna be and there's like so there's a room full of people,
and your name's attached to it.
And I'm doing my presentation. I've either got it physically on a giant table where I've got the course spread out, or PowerPoint, and I'm gonna be like, and then so there's a fairway here. I'm gonna have trees on either side of that. Now watch this. Right here, about 292 yards in to the right. Watch this. Watch this. Sand trap.
Oh.
I'm putting a bunker there, and the whole room goes, oh.
And like in serious meetings like this, almost everybody's sitting like this with their fingertips touching each other.
They're hanging on every word.
Yeah, so they're just kind of sitting there and they nodding their head.
Yeah.
A bunker, you say?
And then I say,
now what would you do on the left side?
Attached to that bunker, you know what I'm going to throw? I'm gonna put a green right there.
Oh my,
Mr. Brock, I have a question.
Sure.
What would you think about a body of water?
Yes. Have you put any thought into maybe a body of water on this course?
Alex,
That's nuts.
I'm going to have you arrested because you have trespassed into my mind. Because of course there will be a body of water. This entire hole is a body of water.
Could you imagine though, like some buddies on a bachelor trip going and playing a course and saying, "Hey, did y'all hear this is a Clip Brock design course?"
How was it? Well, it had grass and sand and water and trees. It was like every other course ever, but he designed it. Oh wow!
Yours would be called Brockdale.
Brockwurst.
This is a Clip Brock design course.
Brockhurst. So I guess my point is designing a course will be fun, easy, and you get paid a lot of money. I'm looking for a job like that.
Yeah. And
right now I've got a job that's fun, easy, but doesn't pay a lot of money.
Well, here's the thing. And like going to Lake Norman, man, and speaking about having a lot of money.
Oh, by the way, can I read a comment real quick?
Sure.
Mike P said, fancy Lake Norman Stakes golf, more like Chandler money cut.
Good one, Mike P.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Another comment that Mike P made is literally what I was about to get into. I was motivated this weekend to go out and get rich. I don't know how that's going to be. I don't know how I'm going to get rich because the houses on the lake at Lake Norman is unbelievable. I've never seen houses like that.
What are you laughing at, Alex? Chandler's new motivations. He's now finally motivated. Our young boy is motivated.
But anyway, so are you good?
Go out and get rich.
and I said, I don't know how it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Whether that's winning the lottery, I don't know. Selling a crap ton of sales and advertising sales here, I don't know. But the houses were unbelievable. We saw these people that were locals. That guy had a lot of money. And, you know, there's guys like Michael Jordan's got a place out there. Steph Curry's got a place out there. A bunch of NASCAR guys, Jeff Gordon. Christian McCaffrey is currently trying to sell his $12 million mansion out there because I guess he's solely going to San Francisco now. Steve Smith, I know, had a place out there. Julius Pepper. So a lot of celebrities and a lot of beautiful houses out there. Beautiful lake as well.
Mike P said the way to do it is to become a pro athlete. Now, Alex could still attain that. So we should put all our eggs in the Ahart basket that he could make it to the NFL as a long snapper.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, I got y'all boys, man.
Do this for us.
Come on, do it for us.
Can we
Not
be
for yourself? Do
can
it
we
for
be
us.
in your entourage if you make it?
Yeah.
Just follow you around.
You guys would be two of like the 20-something people that have asked already, but.
Wow. Okay, Mr. Big Shot.
You have over 20 people asking to be in your entourage?
My dad and his friends.
Okay. I like your dad's a cool guy.
My dad is a cool guy.
Yeah.
Shout out my dad.
Shout out a dad. Robert says, Clip, what would par be on your course? How many 5s, 4s, and 3s? So I was thinking about this, Robert. I want golfers on my course to kind of stay in the game. I want them to be in it early. So I'm going to start out with a par 5.
Ooh.
And about like a 510-foot par 5.
Now,
like a reachable in 2 par 5.
What I noticed about Bookdale is that their fairways are very wide. Now, I played at a place called I also played at a place called Firethorn probably a couple years ago near Charlotte, and the fairways are very narrow.
Yeah.
Would you make your fairways more of open space?
I like a wide fairway.
Okay.
Again, I want people to feel good, but I want a challenging approach.
Okay, no, I love the idea of starting off with a par 5. You get the driver out and just smack it.
Mm-hmm. With a huge, wide open fairway.
Yes, sir. Smack it into the wide open fairway.
Everybody's hitting the fairway, and it is very reachable in 2. But
I like that.
I think what I'm going to do to make up for my wide fairways is maybe smaller greens, maybe more challenging greens.
Okay.
If you get on the green, you'll be able to putt, but getting on that green's the tough part.
What's your slopes going to look like on the greens?
At Brockdale. Hey, never ask me about my slopes again,
sorry.
man.
I'm sorry.
I cannot believe you just asked me.
You're never
that.
supposed to ask a grown man about his slopes.
While we have been talking nonsense, I forgot that we need to run our Trey Yesavage interview. So let's hear from the East Carolina pitcher, Trey Yesavage, who we spoke to earlier today. Had some cool things to say, including what's he going to buy with his first check, with his signing bonus. Here's Trey Yesavage, East Carolina pitcher. Trey Yesavage joining us on the Pirate Radio live line from former East Carolina pitcher. Could be former soon when he hears his name called in the MLB draft. Trey, appreciate your time. How you doing today, man?
Doing quite well. Currently driving from Boyertown, Pennsylvania to Ocean City, Maryland, so had a few minutes free.
Excellent. Well, we appreciate you giving us some of those few minutes. Trey, we'll kind of jump around the timeline a little bit, but let's talk about what you're up to now preparing for the MLB draft. And what all does that entail, Trey? Have you been – do you meet with teams? Are you talking to teams, throwing for teams? So what have you been up to kind of since the end of the ECU season to now?
Yeah, so not throwing or anything, giving my arm a little bit of a break. Was just in Arizona at the draft combine, meeting with teams. I think I met with about 18 teams, I believe. Did all my medical stuff there as well. But I really just been working out and taking time to myself, taking a much needed break.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to hear. And man, your last appearance will be one that Pirate fans won't forget, against Wake Forest, against Burns, and in that atmosphere. And Trey, we didn't know from the outside, how healthy were you? How are you going to come back? But it was definitely the old Trey, one of the best Treys we've seen out there. So how about that performance, man? And your team ends up getting the win in the 9th. It's never easy, but you win the game. You have a great performance. I know you'll never forget that one.
Yeah, right. That was a real special game. And being able to, especially walk them off there in the ninth inning, very special.
Well, Trey, I don't know how much you want to talk about your health, but the whole scenario that happened and not being able to pitch in the conference tournament. What was that whole situation like for you? And then to be able to come back, man, was amazing. So, just what do you think about that whole experience you went through in that few weeks?
I mean, it really sucked having to lay in a hospital bed for 2.5 days and have to watch my team play on my dad's iPad that he brought into the hospital room. It sucked not being able to be there, but allowed me to get healthy again. And fully healthy now, fully healthy when I pitch against Wake. Wake games because, I mean, I was sitting out for – and just being able to get back out there one more time and pitch for the Pirates, it's a moment I'll never forget.
Trey Yesavage joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. You mentioned the combine, Trey, and said you were resting your arm. So was that just kind of you mentioned the physical part of it, testing your physicals and things like that? Was it also asking questions? What did all that entail if you weren't throwing a lot out there?
So it was MRIs, X-rays, and then like a medical exam. pretty much like a physical, and then some like vision tests and cardiology tests. So it wasn't anything physical I had to do, but they were just looking over the body.
Yeah. How much, Trey? I mean, there are a lot of Pirates either in the pros right now. Alec Burleson, absolutely on a tear. We've seen Connor Norby make his debut in the show, and Gavin hopefully coming back soon and healthy and powerful. But a lot of guys in the minors as well. So have you been able to talk to those guys, maybe ask what to expect a little bit? Because you got a lot of guys you can go to right now that played at ECU.
Right. I mean, I probably shouldn't. Or I probably haven't asked them as much as I should have. I've been keeping up with Josh Gross here and there, and same with Zach Agnos. So definitely going to be reaching out to those guys soon and just picking their brains a little bit about what to expect.
How about what to expect as far as the draft? Talking to people in the know, Trey, is there a spot on the board you're expecting to go or wanting to go, or what do you know about the upcoming MLB draft right now?
I mean, from the information I've gathered, I would expect the first half of the draft, or the first half of the first round. But I really couldn't. I could tell you, like, there's definitely like a range I could go, but I couldn't tell you a certain team or a certain pick.
And I know right now your favorite team is whoever drafts you and pays that contract. How about growing up, Trey? Do you have a favorite baseball team?
Yeah, the Philadelphia Phillies. I grew up an hour from Philadelphia, so always a big Phillies fan.
All right. Well, as a Braves fan, we'll quickly move on from this discussion. I don't really want to talk about the Phillies right now, but they are they're tearing it up and have knocked the Braves out of the playoffs the last couple of years. Trey, how about leaving East Carolina, man? I've seen you talk about this at other places, but you know how special it is here. The winning culture and players like you certainly help set that. The coaching staff, but how about your time as a Pirate, man? You know, any regrets, or would you go do it all over again?
I would do it all over again. I regret not taking in the moment as much as I should have, because those are moments I'm never going to be able to get back, and I wish I could just go back one more time. And I mean, who knows? Anything could happen, but most likely not going to be able to put on that East Carolina jersey again. And I mean, I'm going to miss it.
No doubt, Trey. We'll miss you as well. And but as Danny Beal said when he joined us last week, we kind of go through this every year. Stars leave the program with Burley and Norby and the Agnoses, and you know, even going back to Brickhouse and Pack and those guys. But Cliff Godwin, Jeff Palumbo, crew, Austin Knight able to replenish. That is the challenge. That is the goal. But you've kind of seen it yourself, right, Trey? Where some good guys leave the program, and Danny said last week, don't even worry about it. It will be replenished. That's just what we think about Cliff Godwin right now in this ECU baseball program.
Yeah, absolutely. There might be some guys that we think are high talented or have a lot of talent leaving our program, but I mean, the leadership group from this past year definitely rubbed off on the younger guys, and we're going to continue to have success. Guys like Ethan Norby and Dixon Williams, they're gonna, if I had to guess, they're gonna lead this program next year, and so I believe we're in good hands.
Trey, you're very close to. I'm assuming the dream was to be a big league pitcher, and then you're so close to it. Like, and you seem like a pretty down to earth, kind of low key, mature individual. Has it all kind of sunk in where you are right now? That you are on the precipice of being a professional baseball player, and you know, what does that mean to you and your family?
No, it's really crazy. If you would have told me last year that I'd be in this situation, I might have believed you, but 5 years ago, there's no way. And that's something my mom and I were talking about last night. Like, she was asking me, and she's like, "Can you believe you're going to be a millionaire overnight?" And I was like, "That's a crazy way to put it." But I mean, it's definitely been a dream for me. Always wanted to play in the big leagues, but never thought it would ever come to fruition. And now I have it right in front of me.
Classic question, Trey. Any big purchase when you get that signing bonus, that contract? Anything in particular you're ready to buy?
You know, the amount of people that have asked me this question, and they might think I'm just saying this humbly or don't believe me, but I truly just want to buy a new set of hunting clothes and hunting gear. Don't need to buy a new truck. Don't need to buy a boat or anything. I just want some new hunting stuff.
Good deal. We'll have to get Trey on with Bryce Williams on Pirate Radio Outdoors and talk some hunting sometime. So there you go. Some gear, and he'll be good to go. Well, Trey, we wish you the best of luck, man. Can't wait to see your name called in the MLB draft, and we'll keep in touch and do it again down the road. But it was a pleasure watching you pitch and getting to know you a little bit. So keep up the good work, man, and we'll be pulling for you here in Greenville, no doubt.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
There is Trey Yesavage, going to buy some hunting gear with his check.
Very humble man.
Humble and kind.
Yes.
Is that the song? So, man, pulling for him. Hope he goes to a great organization. And when's Big Gab coming back, John?
I don't know. I keep seeing that he's getting these rehab starts.
He did a rehab start over the weekend in Akron.
Good. And I did see, I believe one of the rehab starts, it might have been that one, that he struck out the first 6 batters. So,
man.
Hopefully he is making his way back towards the big leagues there in Cleveland and can dominate.
And the Guardians are having a good year. I know we talked about it last year. Would love to see Big Gav in the playoffs.
That'd be fun.
That is likely to happen this year. They are 7.5 games up already in the AL Central without him. So that would be really cool.
It was really cool when we saw Seth Maness come in for the Cardinals in their postseason run back in the early 2010s. So we could be seeing that with Gavin Williams, Big Gav. So,
all right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Hour 3, Ellerby will join us and tell you about something cool going on around these parts. We'll also have our Fleet Feet rundown and more for you. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live on a hot Monday. Back with you after this.
Save the date and party like pirates on August 29th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, featuring special guest, American Idol musician Blake Prohl.
What's up, guys? It's Blake Prohl. I'm so excited to announce that I'll be back in Greenville Thursday, August 29th for the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party. It's been way too long, but I can't wait to see you, Pirate Nation, and go Pirates.
Join the fun with a performance by country music band Should Have Been Cowboys, and so much more. Save the date and join us at the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, August 29th.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers. Burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arg!
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. People have been asking, what's new at New Blue? And I'm always glad to tell them that we now specialize in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. As always, we offer plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, all while redefining service excellence. So go ahead, contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. Go Pirates.
Pitt County Schools is in the people business, and we are hiring. If you're looking to make a difference by helping us ensure the future of Eastern North Carolina, we invite you to be part of our dynamic team. If you're just starting out or exploring a career change, the doors of one of Pitt County's largest employers are open for those seeking competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities. We offer learning support and advanced leadership opportunities to better prepare our educators and skilled labor force. If you want to be part of an award-winning school system that focuses on educating students and growing our employees, we encourage you to surround yourself with people who are going to lift you higher. To fill out an application, please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And help us engage, empower, and elevate through 38 schools and one community.
I'm Jimmy. I've been with US Cellular for years now, so they asked me to announce their special customer event, Us Days. I said, I get nervous. Maybe we recorded somewhere relaxing like a hot tub. Us Days. Exclusive offers like $1,200 off any phone plus $300 off any tablet. Which I need because I just dropped mine.
Us Days at US Cellular. Get $1,200 off any phone plus $300 off any tablet. Terms apply. Actor Portrayal.
In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it's free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051. That's 252-799-7051, and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Carolina Caliber has the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and is one of the top firearm dealers anywhere. They have everything you need for hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. Carolina Caliber will buy, sell, and trade. Carolina Caliber, locally owned and operated since 1960 on Fire Tower Road in Winterville and online at carolinacalibercompany.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live, hour number 3 here on a Monday. Joining us now in the Pirate Radio studios, Maddie and Daniela from Bella Madison Boutique. Maddie, welcome in. Hello.
Hello.
And Daniela, hello to you.
How are you?
I am doing great, and we got something fun going. Love a scavenger hunt. Talked about this on the show before, and we've got one coming to downtown Greenville beginning, it's already begun, I guess. So it is ongoing as we speak, but going through mid-July as well. So give us kind of the who, what, when, where, why of this and of this scavenger hunt going on right now.
Yeah, so Maddie and I, we have great friends over at UBE, and we work together to try to figure out what's something fun that we can do to get people downtown in the summer, especially with all the college students gone and all of the construction that's happening downtown. And so we came up with a scavenger hunt. We were really excited to have so many businesses partner with us. And so each business created their own task. So for example, ours is to pose for a picture with a mannequin in our store. So all you do is you can complete as many or as little tasks as you want. Snap a picture and then email them to dtgvillehunt@gmail.com. So every picture that you take is worth 1 entry, and then if you take a picture with a construction worker, that's worth 5 extra entries because we just wanted to do something fun. So for every task you complete and email it over to us, that's however many entries you get, and one person will win over $600 in gift cards and prizes from all of the downtown businesses. So just a great way to give back to somebody in our community and hope to get them downtown and in stores that may not have been in before, and just something fun for the summer that families could do together.
Yeah, so this is going on now until July 19th. You can take your picture, send it in, and I guess there will be a random drawing at the end of it.
Yep. We'll post a random winner.
Do you know how many submissions there have been thus far? Any idea?
I think we have at least 10 submissions, so it just started really last week.
Right.
So we're hoping to continue to push it with all the other businesses, especially just sharing it and getting the word out. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, my wife asked last week, what is Bella Madison Boutique doing with Pirate Radio? I was like, I don't know. I should find out. And then she saw something about the scavenger hunt, and I said, okay, that would explain two people getting their picture taken outside. So Pirate Radio has one right here where you can take a picture. Let's see, where is it put up here? Oh, take a picture in front of the mural at Pirate Radio, and boom, simple as that. Send it in, and you could win big.
Yeah, and you can stop in and see us at Bella Madison or at EBE if you need a printed copy of the scavenger hunt, just so that you have all the tasks in front of you and then can cross them off.
Yeah, it's like a bingo card, a checklist.
Yeah, exactly.
So very good. All right, Jimmy John's, UBE, Chico's, all the great spots, Sup Dogs, and all the other stores around here, downtown Greenville. But you can go to, so where you would have to go to your shop, or can you find this online as well?
If you just send us a message, like if you're on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and you want to send Bella Madison Boutique or UBE a message and just say that you need a copy of the scavenger hunt list, we'd be happy to email that over to you or get it to you however you need, or we can we have printed copies available too.
Yes, and they are also on a lot of the businesses' windows.
Mm-hmm. Tell us about Bella Madison Boutique. I got to say, I have not shopped there personally, but I have a wife and a daughter who know a lot about it. So tell folks about it.
A little background about us. So Daniela and I decided to open up an online boutique in October of 2022. And then we got the opportunity to take over Catalog Connection the following year in February of 2023. So we took over and we made it into Bella Madison, and that is how we got a brick and mortar downtown.
Awesome. Good stuff. And also, these ladies know a lot about baseball.
Yes.
Because, let's see, Maddie is married to former Pirate Parker Lamb. And Daniela is married to former Pirate Hunter Allen.
Yes.
So a lot of baseball in your lives, right, ladies?
Yeah, went to every single game.
That's actually how Maddie and I met, was through them. So it's their fault when we make them come to the store and help us with all sorts of things.
Yeah, a little payback. That's good. Everybody needs to be interested in a lot of different things, right?
Built-in helpers.
Yes.
And you said that you still, the guys still get together with their old teammates, and you were naming off some cool names a moment ago. So
yeah, so this past week we just went to the beach in Emerald Isle and got a beach house with Garrett Brooks and his wife, and we all have little kiddos now, so it was a good beach trip. We're all tired. But we also do a river weekend with Travis Watkins, Bryce Harmon, Eric Tyler, Jimmy Boyd. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else, but yeah, I mean, we're always open. We love an alumni weekend.
that is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome stuff, and great to have y'all here in town and still part of that Pirate family. And did y'all go to the regionals at all? Those games?
Yeah. Yes, of course.
It's like a family reunion almost,
It is.
right?
It's great.
Yeah, to see all those former players there. Real quick, so Hunter was involved in baseball. He was coaching with Billy Godwin at UNCG, but he is now out of it, correct? What's Hunter doing now?
He actually owns his own landscaping business with Brandon Saunders, who is another former ECU baseball player.
Yeah.
So they stay busy, and especially during the summertime.
No doubt. This is their prime time. How about Parker? What's Parker up to?
Yeah, so Parker now is the superintendent for Wilcoon Homes. So he's building a lot of houses in the Winterville, Ayden area right now.
All right, you need a house. Parker will build it, and then you need landscaping for that house. Hunter will take care of that.
And I can sell it because I do real estate.
There you go.
Hathaway, so.
Look, it's one-stop shopping here. That's very good. All right, so one more time, we'll tell folks about this downtown Greenville scavenger hunt, and a lot of cool businesses involved. You can win over $600 worth of prizes, worth of gift certificates to area places. And Danielle, tell us about it one more time.
Yeah, so every task is worth 1 point. If you come in Bella Madison, UBE, Cuccinellas, Nash, Chico's, Sup Dogs, all of your favorite places, Pirate Radio, complete their task. If you need a copy of the scavenger hunt, come see us at Bella Madison or at UBE or send us a message. And for every task you complete, it is worth 1 entry. So the more tasks you do, the more entries you get. Take a picture with a construction worker for 5 extra entries. They have been funny, some of them.
Yes, they have
really
enjoyed
excited.
it.
Yes,
Good.
they have. They have been very curious. So yeah, one person will win over $600 in prizes, which is really exciting, and just a way to get people in and support the local businesses, the small businesses downtown. That was our whole goal. So
Well, that is a fantastic idea. I hope this is just the start and y'all come up with other fun stuff.
Yeah.
This is neat. So
we would love to.
I think a lot of people will enjoy this. And thank y'all for coming in.
Well, we appreciate you having us.
Tell your husbands I said hello.
We will.
Long time no chat with those guys. Good stuff. Maddie and Daniela from Bella Madison Boutique. The downtown Greenville scavenger hunt is going on right now until July 19th. So get involved. Be a lot of fun here in downtown Greenville. We'll take a time out, come back, have more for you. Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. It's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're #1 in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com. Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Did you know that GUC's electric rates are the lowest in Pitt County? GUC's average residential electric bill using 1,000 kilowatt hours per month with load management is $21 lower than the investor-owned utilities and $34 lower than the local co-ops. In fact, GUC's average electric bills are still $10 lower than they were 10 years ago. Low rates with high reliability. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Rock Icons, the Little River Band is coming to Weldon Mills Theater, Eastern North Carolina's best entertainment venue, on July 13th. Conveniently located just off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids, Weldon Mills Theater offers a hassle-free entertainment experience with free parking, wallet-friendly concessions, and a cozy atmosphere. With comfortable seating throughout the venue, there isn't a bad seat in the house. Join Weldon Mills Theater for a memorable event where you can relax and make lasting memories. Get your tickets for the Little River Band on July 13th at WeldonMillsTheater.com.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's 4th of July savings event, celebrating the red, white, and home. As a member of Furniture First, our group buying power guarantees you the best price. And today, get a double sales tax discount on American-made brands. Plus, save up to 70% off Lazy Boy special purchases, plus 6 months special financing. Sleep better and save on a new Serta or Helix mattress at a very comfortable price. It's time to get fired up. It's time to save during Bostic Sugg Furniture's 4th of July savings event.
Hi,
this is Christy Conway with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate here in Greenville. We are growing and seeking buyers agents and experienced listing agents for our growing team. We are one of the most successful, hardworking, and knowledgeable real estate teams in the Greenville area, selling over $100 million in the past 2 years. We are looking for more real estate professionals who are hardworking and have a passion to help individuals with their real estate goals. Please visit encpiraterealty.com/new agent. Go Pirates.
The Holton Ayler Show.
CJ Johnson joins us. People don't know that. Look, when you stay here, you're going to have pull from people you haven't heard of. But when you become the star in your hometown, like, you're going to have pull and people pulling you in a gazillion different directions. Talk about the difficulties of that.
A lot of people go into college not knowing anybody, like not knowing who's around them, not knowing their surroundings. Like, we went into college knowing exactly who everybody was and where our surroundings were. You're at home, so you're trying to please everyone.
The Holton Ayler Show, Thursdays and Fridays at 6, right here on Pirate Radio. Pirate Radio, we are the local station you love. Anytime, anywhere, on air and on digital. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients of Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Tuesday. Not gone. We haven't got to Tuesday yet. Monday, about gone, but still a lot of Pirate Radio Live left to go, including Jonathan Ellery, who joins me here in the Pirate Radio studios. Hello, Ellery.
Hello, Clipper. How are you today?
I am great. Chandler's back. Hey, Sean.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
So we're talking about the scavenger hunt. Tyler said Sean's going to have to sit in the lobby again. Yeah, we'll have to get the Chan Cam rolling with that scavenger hunt. We're going to need you to sit outside this time.
Oh, no, gosh. As hot as it's been.
We want you by the mural between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. every day.
Just sit there on a...
I'll bring you a water.
Okay, that would be very nice.
Yeah.
Like, you come out there and I'm like on fire. Like, I'm literally in flames.
And Clip, would you commit to going to get your picture with Chan just in case nobody's scavenger hunting that day?
I'll do one an hour. I'll commit to one picture an hour just to keep you company.
How about that?
But I feel like this scavenger hunt's going to be a success.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
It's a cool way, and I was talking to Maddie and Daniela. If you have kids too, it's kind of one of those things. Hey, are you looking for something to do?
Yeah, let's take the kids around.
Take the kids around, get pictures with the kids, and earn points, and lots of cool places to go. So be sure you sign up for the scavenger hunt. You can get started just by going to UBE, and then of course our mural's right out here in the UBE parking lot. So you could get a lot of points really fast.
I like a scavenger hunt. I found out that I like an escape room. And one thing I want to do, I want to go to like a murder mystery dinner type thing.
Mm-hmm. What was the Dinner with Schmucks? Did you ever see that movie?
I know what you're talking about, but no.
You never saw that?
Saved by the Bell had a good murder mystery episode. I guess I'm going to have to create it myself.
Like Clue?
Yeah. And you got to figure out who it is.
What's a murder mystery dinner? Something I've never heard about.
You've never heard or seen any of this? So
I guess the movie Clue?
No, I haven't.
You go to a home, a residence, a building, and you're there for dinner, and I guess people keep dropping like flies, and you got to figure out who the murderer is. It could be one murder, it could be several.
I feel like I've heard that before.
Yeah,
that seems pretty fun.
That would be fun, right? Yeah. And you're not a detective, but you're trying to figure out, all right, who did the murder? You got to look for clues and stuff like that.
That's right up your alley.
Yeah,
for sure.
Love that.
Yeah.
Well, you did the Dateline podcast with your wife that time.
Yeah.
Are you still a Dateliner?
Crime Time.
Oh man, yeah. Still a big
solving crimes.
Yeah, that's why am I interested in these types of shows? I like the figuring out who did it part, the who done it part. Some people are fascinated by the psychology behind it. Why do people kill? I'm more of a who.
Were you a big Scooby-Doo fan as a kid?
That's what
Probably so, yeah.
Were you Fred? Like you like to take the mask off, and it's all because
Mr. Perkins. And he would have got away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids. That's right. All right, L or B, we are getting closer to football season, which means we're getting closer to party time.
Yes, 68 days until East Carolina and Norfolk State, Clip Brock. 66 days until the Pirate Radio football kickoff party, Thursday, August the 29th at the State Theater. It's going to be a big-time event. A lot of people already know who we're featuring there. It's going to be the great 90s local band playing country music, Should Have Been Cowboys. So we're excited about having them. And then, of course, Blake Prohl, who was recently on American Idol, of course, played at East Carolina with the Minnesota Vikings as well, is going to be a headliner, going to play some tunes for the Pirate Nation, but it's going to be a real exciting event. And the good news is tickets are on sale right now.
Right now.
Yeah, you can go to our website, pr927fm.com, and for $10, you are locked in for Thursday, August the 29th. So get your friends and get to buying tickets, and then we will see you on the 29th of August over at the State Theater across the street from the Pirate Radio Studios.
What are you getting for a $10 ticket? Well, you're getting entertainment. You're getting Should Have Been Cowboys. You're getting Blake Prohl. You're getting some great live music, which is always fun. On top of that, you're partying with Pirate fans 2 days before the season kicks off. You can meet Chandler Honeycutt, get a picture with Chon. There will be, we're watching games last year, Thursday night football. So there's a lot that goes into it. I like the music part of it, but my favorite part is the fellowship, the talking to Pirate fans, the talking football, hanging out. Like, it's just it's a great night. It's going to be a lot of fun in the State Theater.
And it's a great venue, too. Like, the State Theater is something that's been in downtown Greenville for a long time, and it's been a great venue for the Pirate Radio kickoff party the past few years, and we just appreciate them letting us host the party there. And so come out to the State Theater and fellowship and get ready for some Pirate football coming up August 31st.
And I know you guys are excited because one of the cover songs that the band plays is Bryce Williams' intro.
That is true.
Which you guys love to sing all the time.
Yeah,
And so for people that can you refresh our memory of if Bryce Williams was here, what that song would sound like?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I saw the light, I was baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again, I'm a brand new man.
That's got me fired up to see another band that sings that song.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna feel like a brand new man that night?
I think I will.
Yes, I will. I'm gonna see the light.
I'm gonna
be baptized.
I'm looking forward to the vibes of the '90s country music. Lots of good stuff, and of course, excited about Blake Prohl as well. He's super excited about coming back to Greenville. He has not been back to Greenville since he departed the football program.
I know we've had the Clydesdales out there in the past. This time, I'm bringing a horse. I'm riding a horse to the party.
Is that a guarantee?
Is it a Clydesdale?
No, not a guarantey.
Do you have
not
a
horse? Clydesdale. I do not. I saved one and
what? You saved a horse?
I was gonna say.
I get where you're going.
Chandler knows. I saved one and rode a cowboy, but I didn't. I thought that might not be great to say.
Oh my gosh!
No, we're not. I don't have a host.
So, do you know somebody that you could borrow a horse from?
Oh yeah. I know some horse folks.
Are you a horse guy?
No, not at all. I went on a church camp deal, like in the mountains, which is a great place to ride a horse for the first time on a mountain trail. So when it starts going down the mountain full speed and I couldn't stop it, it terrified me enough where I've never gotten on another one.
I always feel like I am completely out of control when I've ridden a horse.
And they kept saying, pull the reins. And I didn't want to hurt it. I didn't know how hard to pull. I was like, I'm done, man. This ain't me. I
have a huge trust issue with riding horses. I just don't feel comfortable at all. I've never liked it and do not. I mean, it's just that awkward moment.
Ellerby, do you like to be in control?
I just don't like to be out of control on a horse where I could get bucked off. And I do enough dumb things that I don't need a horse to help me.
Now, I'll ride the pony at the fair and have somebody like guide the pony around. Yeah. But I'm not riding a full-blown horse. So
Shirley used to ride the pony when Genuine was popular in the early 90s.
Oh.
Hey-o.
Hey-o.
But I do want to find some cool, like, 90s country garb to wear.
Yeah, and that's what they do. That's what Mark Pascal, Jerry Cool, they do. I mean, they literally look like they were put into a time capsule. And they were in the 90s. But I just saw them June 7th at the Buccaneer Music Hall, and they rocked out the house. They do a great job of kind of bringing the energy and getting the crowd going, and they're going to do the same thing August 29th at the State Theater.
Who's your favorite ECU football player from the 90s, Clip Rock? That could be part of our summer of fun. Poll question right there. Your favorite Chandler, how old were you in the 90s? When were you born?
I was born in 98.
All right, so... Okay, I've got can I give you like a list and maybe I narrow it down to one?
Just give me your top three off the top.
Top three, because he's a Conley Viking, Jamie Wilson.
Okay.
Who I also saw live have a good game against Miami in Raleigh. For some reason, but then there's him. I like
the 90s is a long decade right there.
It's like 10 years.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there was just a lot of good success right there. It's tough to pick.
I liked Clayton Driver because he used to wear like his pants real high, so I would go in the yard and pull my sweatpants up and be Clayton Driver.
Right.
I like Larry Shannon. So I just named three, and I haven't even named Blake or Garrard or those guys.
Or Crandall.
Or Cranman, who I have a personal relationship with. But
Jason Nichols,
he's a pretty good guy.
He's not on your list, man. He may be listening up in Princeton right now.
Man, he probably is because he chimed in on a conversation we were having the other day. I'm going to go, for Conley purposes, Jamie Wilson, East Carolina running back.
So if you could get your hands on a Jamie Wilson jersey, would you wear that to the party?
That would be cool, yeah.
You could wear a 90s throwback
Well, I
jersey
know his brother, Mike Hickman, who also played at ECU. I could probably get a Jamie Wilson.
I think you got an idea there, Jonathan. I think, you can ask what your favorite 90s movie is, your 90s album, 90s song. I think, especially with the 90s theme that we have with the country music coming up at the State Theater, I think that's a good idea.
Reliving the 1990s.
I mean, Keith Stokes would have been an answer at a time.
Deion Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, you could really go on.
There's just a lot.
Deion.
There was a lot of good receivers that ran.
I know.
Mr. No Flags.
No Flags.
He played in the 90s. Is he on your list? Are you going to go against? Can you?
You only gave me three, man. See, I'll answer questions on this show. I'll be put on the hot seat. I don't mind it.
Do you feel like you need to do an all 90s team at this point?
Yeah, that's why I wish my list could have been a little longer so I could have named some of those guys. But who's your favorite player of the 90s, Ellery?
It's a real tough question.
I know.
I mean,
how does it feel to be in that hot seat?
You know who my quarterback was?
Jeff Blake.
Crandall, when I was in school.
Oh, when you were in school.
Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of hard not to go against MC.
Okay.
He was
also a great gentleman.
Yes,
great
just
man.
Super nice guy. We miss him. We enjoyed our time when he was here. And then, obviously last year I'm very partial to Jason Nichols. Obviously getting able to hang out with him.
What a dude!
Yeah, he was super. And
what an asset to Pirate Radio as well.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Made a surprise visit 2 weeks ago to the studio. So
got
great
to see
him again.
Yeah, Sean, this was before your time, but looking back, who do you think your dad's favorite 90s guy is?
It was Jeff Blake.
Jeff Blake.
Probably either Jeff Blake or Robert Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had the kicker in the 90s, Kevin Miller. He could split the uprights.
John Jett.
Andrew Bays.
Yeah. You had a lot of, there's a lot of names to throw out there.
Who's your favorite current Pirate?
My favorite current Pirate football player? Snapper.
Snapper.
Yes. Are there any other players?
Not that I know of. In fact, there are, and we've talked to a bunch of them, and they've been awesome dudes.
What did I tell you?
Chandler's got his new guy.
I got my new guy. So, like a few years ago, my guy was Jair Wilson. My all-time guy is Rajay Harris, but
it's everybody's guy.
Jair Wilson was a guy that I just loved watching play. The way he played the game of football defensively. He moves on. Last year it was Taylor Jackson, linebacker. He moves on. There's a new guy who is Chandler Honeycutt's guy, and we talked to him last week. Sam Danka.
Long weekend.
It's gonna be a long weekend. Yes, sir. So excited about him. Great interview, by the way. Was able to listen to that on my way back home. Great personality.
Yeah. A lot of these guys have good personalities, and we'll meet a few more this week. Not meet, because we've already talked to Caden Hauser and Jake Garcia, but we'll have both of them on. Dontavius Nash as well. Talked to him for the first time.
Man.
The mate.
Got a great video.
Luke Larson as well. Thank you for reminding me.
Luke Larson's coming in?
He is.
Oh, crikey, mate.
Crikey.
Dontavius Nash got a great video of him in San Antonio last year when he had a pick six coming off the field.
Okay.
So a lot of people were Snapchatting me and sending me messages. I got on TV, but so that was Dontavius Nash returning a pick six. So looking forward to seeing some more from him this year.
Darrell Roberts, ECU receivers coach, will join Bryce and I hour 3 tomorrow.
What a killer he was in college, man! He was awesome at Virginia Tech.
By the way, shout out to Jenny and company for the great ladies clinic video.
That was awesome.
And pictures. Had a lot of cool stuff up there.
How about Coach Houston bartending? Making some crushes for everybody.
Doing some, what was it? Tom Cruise, Ellerby, what was that movie I never saw?
Cocktail? You still never seen Cocktail? Nah. This is probably even an older reference. I was picturing Coach Houston as Isaac from like The Love Boat. That doesn't resonate with you at all, does it?
I mean, I know what The Love Boat is, but
the
never
bartender,
saw it.
Isaac was the bartender.
There was a bartender in The Shining as well. Who wasn't really there, right?
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Don't remember that.
All right. Ellerby, anything else?
Get your tickets to the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thursday, August the 29th. So looking forward to that. And looking forward to the big week of programming. Got a lot of good guests coming in. Thanks to Coach Godwin, who was in earlier in the program. You can always go back to the archive and watch or listen to that. But certainly appreciate his time and honesty and where the program is, and looking forward to 2025.
Where can you get your tickets, LRB?
Go to PR927FM. You just is our website.com, PR927FM.com. Click on the link. Of course, we have it linked up on all our social media as well, so you can follow us there for all the latest news and notes. But tickets only $10, so go ahead and lock in, and we look forward to a big crowd. Should be a lot of fun. Got some more things we're working on that'll add some spice to the night, so go ahead and lock in. I know it's just 66 days away, but these days are going to count down pretty quick.
Get it now. All right, Ellerby, thanks for hanging out.
Appreciate it. Look forward to the MLE interview that you're going to have.
Rich Shea coming up on Tuesday, I believe.
No Joey Chestnut, who will hoist the yellow mustard belt this year. So look forward to the preview of that.
All right, we'll take a break, come back, got our Fleet Feet rundown and more when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Monday after this.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
Daydreaming of being on the water? The Pirate Waters Outfitter in Washington is your place to get ready. This is Captain Bo Brooks with Pirate Waters Outfitter, and we are stocked up with the best selection of everything for the summer. Come in today for a new pair of Bahio sunglasses or a new color turtle box. You going fishing? We are stocked up with reels from Florida Fishing Product, new fly selections, and a full line of Smithy cast iron cookware. Pirate Waters Outfitter on Market Street in downtown Washington, and also on Facebook and Instagram.
This is your What's New update brought to you by the new Greenville Auto World. What's new? The new Greenville Auto World has new owners, a state-of-the-art service repair facility that can help you with tires, state inspection, AC repair, and more. Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle and offers great monthly oil change specials. What's new? You making a service appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 across from the Speedway at Bells Fork. Pirates supporting pirates.
It's bow time. When you combine the bold taste of a Bojangles Chicken Supreme with dill pickles, Carolina Gold barbecue sauce, and a toasted bun that's great on the go, you get Bo's Bird Dog. In fact, you can grab 2 of them for $5, available for a limited time only. It's bow time. It's bow time. When you combine the bold taste of a Bojangles Chicken Supreme with dill pickles, Carolina Gold barbecue sauce, and a toasted bun that's great on the go, you get Bo's Bird Dog. In fact, you can grab 2 of them for $5, available for a limited time only. It's bow time.
Pitt County Schools is in the people business, and we are hiring. If you're looking to make a difference by helping us ensure the future of Eastern North Carolina, we invite you to be part of our dynamic team. If you're just starting out or exploring a career change, the doors of one of Pitt County's largest employers are open for those seeking competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities. We offer learning support and advanced leadership opportunities to better prepare our educators and skilled labor force. If you want to be part of an award-winning school system that focuses on educating students and growing our employees, we encourage you to surround yourself with people who are going to lift you higher. To fill out an application, please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And help us engage, empower, and elevate through 38 schools and one community.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Danny Beal, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was easy to work with when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Pirate Radio.
They'll never forget the eccentric pirate Bonnet and his savage, insane, vengeful pirate horde. He's a pirate, a real proper pirate.
A proper pirate.
That man is a fearsome pirate if I've ever seen one. Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely a pirate.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Quality Equipment is your full-service John Deere dealer with 36 locations to serve you. Quality Equipment is open in Winterville next to Sam's Club, or you can visit online at qualityequip.com to find the location near you. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music, and they are open 7 days a week with live music every single night. Coming up tomorrow night, Tuesday, you can have some acoustic music with Franklin Boone. Then coming up on Wednesday, it'll be R.T. Johnson performing another acoustic set. Enjoy line dancing and karaoke on Thursday night. And then on Friday, you can enjoy live music with the Parkside Full Band. They will be performing, correction, that's Saturday night. And then Friday night will be another live music band coming up, taking the stage at 10 o'clock. You can check them out on Instagram and Facebook for the latest information. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Thank you very much, Shirley Rhodes. A-Harp here as well. Chonsky back joining me in the Pirate Radio studios.
Yes, sir.
A-Harp, can we hear those lovely pipes of yours? Tell us about our friends at Fleet Feet.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Fleet Feet. Alex has requested we go inside the penalty box and talk some hockey. Game 7 tonight. Oilers and Panthers down in Florida.
We mentioned it with Brian Bailey on the show. Edmonton and Florida Game 7. Florida is on the brink of one of the biggest choke jobs in the history of sports, rivaling the 28-3 Super Bowl with the Falcons and the Patriots. I did say that I'm taking Florida, so that means probably everybody listening and everybody in the studio will pick Edmonton to win tonight.
As you should. Take Edmonton. That is the smart play on the road. Alex, any Hurricanes news? What do you think about the nerd they brought in?
I am actually fine with that decision. He's been with the organization for a really long time, so it's not like we have.
What has been his role?
He has been in. He has been a statistician. He's been an assistant to the GM, obviously interim GM for a month. Is it? I don't have my phone on me. Eric Tulsky. Is it Eric? Is his first name? Tulsky, new GM. He has 27 patents.
Wow.
So he is definitely an intelligent man. So I'm looking forward to seeing the new direction he's going to take in this offseason. He's got a lot of stuff he needs to get done here very shortly, including re-signing Seth Jarvis and Jacob Slavin, which he mentioned would be on the top of his to-do list.
All right. Good stuff. Inside the penalty box with Alex Harper. You want to do some on this day?
On this day.
You think you know me? All right, I'm going to give this one to Chandler first. On this day in 2022, American Katie Ledecky won the world championship in this sport.
Swimming?
Very good. Very good, John.
Layup.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know my mic was still on. My bad.
Now, I've got some hockey stuff here that I think Alex will know, so I got to go back to Chandler.
I doubt I would know it, but I would like to see what Chandler.
All right, how about this? Well, you'll know this one. You want to lay up, buddy? You want to lay up?
Yeah.
On this day in 2016, ZSC Lions center blank was the first pick in the NHL draft by the Maple Leafs.
Austin Matthews.
That is correct. That was a gimme, huh?
Layup. I would have missed the layup.
Sean, on this day in 2015, Carey Price won the Hart Trophy as the NHL's best what?
Wingman. Wingman.
Like going to bars? Like being a wingman?
Yeah. He helped me back. He helped me out in 2015.
No. What
defender?
is that? What is that, Alex?
Goaltender.
Yes. Goaltender. Can you call a hockey goalie a goalkeeper, or is that against the rules? That's more of a soccer term.
I mean, it's all the same thing, but I've never heard it be referred to as that.
Goaltender. All right. He's tending to the goal.
Okay. That's not the same thing as
Keeper
goalie,
just sounds
is it?
British to me. I don't know, and I don't like that.
Who?
The keeper.
Keeper.
Is that's not the same thing as a goalie? Or is that the same thing?
That is
as
the
a
same thing.
Okay.
Are you playing a bid as a guy who doesn't know sports?
What's John Smythe? The
Conn Smythe.
Is it Conn Smythe?
Okay, you can stop doing this bit now.
I don't watch hockey.
Chandler's trying on a new character. It's called the dumbest sports fan alive.
What's the one where you had the wooden stick?
Now, who's John Smith? Was he with Pocahontas?
You're a dumbass.
Whoa!
Who is this Tom Brady, and why were they making fun of him?
All right, Alex.
There's something strange here.
On this day in 2014, this man won the Hart Memorial Trophy and the Ted Lindsay Award.
In 2014?
Yeah.
Is that Sidney Crosby?
It is. Well done, sir. Chandler, on this day in 2010, this Kentucky Wildcat was the #1 overall pick of the NBA draft.
In 2000 what? 2010. Kentucky Wildcat. Oh, John Wall.
John Wall. From
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Shirley, I'm going to ask you this one. And it's not a softball. I just don't know I don't think Chandler or Alex could come up with the name.
There was a song called the John Wall, and the dance move was this.
I know.
Do the John Wall. That's what I was doing.
He's about to ask you a question.
I know that.
I'm sorry.
We all were doing it.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
I know you weren't. On this day in 2010, now I remember being here at Pirate Radio, and I'm sure you were as well, Shirley. This North Carolina native was in the longest tennis match in tennis history. So you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Wimbledon, 11 hours, 5 minutes over 3 days. Nicholas Mahut and this tall North Carolina native. Do you know his name?
Oh no, I can see his face, but I cannot see because it was something like 62 to some. It was like an insane. It was an insane amount of games, and they went 5 sets.
You don't know his name.
No, it's escaping me, but I remember seeing it on because we watched it here.
We watched one day of it.
Because it literally took 2 days to finish that match.
His name is John Isner.
Isner, that's
Isner.
it.
Yep.
I knew it was like he had some funky last name. I just couldn't think of it.
Alex, this is before your time, but
I'll give it a shot.
On this day in 2004, Southwest Atlanta Christian Academy, I'm going to call him a center, power forward center, I'm going to call him a center, was the first overall pick of the draft. If I give you the team, it'll certainly help you.
Okay.
The Orlando Magic.
2004 Orlando Magic.
Still.
I feel like an answer came to my head, but I know it's not right. I was going to say Tracy McGrady, but that's...
Yeah, not a center, and that was before that. Chandler, who is it?
Repeat the question again.
Nope. I refuse to.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
First overall pick, center Magic, 2004.
Oh, it was, of course, Dwight Howard.
It was. Michael Olowokandi. I know y'all don't know who that is.
Candy?
Michael Olowokandi, first pick on this day in 1998. All right, I got some other ones we can do. Shirley, who hit a 538-foot home run on this day in 1997 against Randy Johnson?
In 97?
So think about the time period there. Who's hitting a lot of home runs?
Well, if 97...
No.
That's a good guess, but I want to say in 97, that was the home run race between Sosa and McGuire, so I'm going to go with McGuire.
It might have been 98, but either way, it is Mark McGuire.
It is Mark McGuire?
That's a little before the home run race because I think he was on the A's at this time.
Oh, okay. So what? It would have been 98 when they did the race?
I'm going to say yes. Let's see, McGuire.
Because I remember watching
Sosa.
a lot of those baseball games.
So what year was that? 98. Yep.
Okay, so I'm off a year.
But you did get Mark McGuire.
Okay.
Very well done. See if I got any more here. Speaking of the Magic, this guy was the first pick of the 92 draft.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Very good, Alex. Way to know your history, young man.
Shaq.
Big Shaq.
Oh, no.
Oh.
On this day in 1987, this Canadian Football League team folded. They are known as... They are Montreal. What is their team name?
Argonauts.
No, that's Toronto.
That's Toronto.
Tiger Cats.
Alouettes.
No, that's Hamilton.
Alouettes.
Alouettes is correct.
That's the team that Tyler Snead plays on.
Wake up!
Yeah, my bad.
Get with the program!
On this day in 1979, this player debuted for the A's and stole his first base. And then he would go on to steal like 48,000 more.
Ricky Henderson.
That is correct.
The only man to ever talk in third person.
Ever.
Will Clark from the Giants told a really funny story
I
about.
saw this. This was
did
funny.
you see that? Yeah. Where he talks about his interaction. He said somebody asked him who's the funniest person he's ever talked to at first base, and he said Ricky Henderson. During a spring training session, they played the Athletics quite a bit, and I guess the manager wanted Ricky to stay on first and not steal because he wanted to give some other batters some swings, and Ricky got frustrated and said, "Ricky gone," and Will Clark signaled to the bench, "Hey, he's going to steal."
He just told me.
He just told me he's stealing. They throw to second, he's safe, and he turns around and tells Will Clark, "I told you, Ricky gone," and Ricky's safe.
We got another name for a goalie in hockey. Mike P says netminder.
Yes.
You like that one, Alex?
I do like netminder.
Netminder. pretty cool. We'll take a break, come back, have more for you on our Fleet Feet Rundown, but Sean has his hand raised. Yes, sir, Mr. Honeycutt.
Just thank you, Fleet Feet, for your sponsorship of the Rundown. Just some events coming up in July. They have the 4th annual Emporium Beer Mile on Saturday. This is in August 3rd. It'll start at 6:00 p.m. 100% of the proceeds go to the Ronald McDonald House in Eastern North Carolina. 4 beers, 1 mile, individual or 2 to 4 person relay teams. Also featuring Kids Half Mile Juice Challenge. The early bird pricing is in place until 11:59 p.m. on July 4th. So sign up now and save. The link to sign up is on their website. So go to their website, and they also have some branding coming to town for some free demos and swag. So like on Monday, July 8th, Brand Ultra will be at Monday Night Pub Run at Emporium with shoe demos and swag. Wednesday night, they'll have the brands Birkenstock and Tailwind. That will be at Wednesday Night Pub Run at Fleet Feet. And then also July 17th, the brand Asics will be at the Wednesday Night Pub Run at Fleet Feet as well. So go out there, get some free demos and some awesome swag. Thank you to Fleet Feet for your sponsorship of the Rundown.
Fleet Feet, they run for you. Take a break, come back, have more after this.
Make this the summer for savings at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Greenville. This just in, all new vehicles are going to be sold for well below factory invoice. Save up to $12,000 on all remaining 2024 Ram 1500s and save up to $14,000 on selected Ram 2500s. But there's even more. Save up to $8,000 on a 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee in June. Or lease the 24 Grand Cherokee for only $389 a month. Plus, the Icon is back and ready for those summer trips. The 2024 Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer have the room and luxury for the entire family. Save up to $13,000 on select Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer models this month.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerel in Greenville. Come see us!
Jeep lease is 42 months, 10,000 miles a year with $29.99 due at signing. Offers do not include tax, tags, and $7.99 admin fee. See dealer for details.
Shop new and used at EastCarolinaChryslerDodge.com.
America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times at the pool, river, beach, or backyard grilling, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there is fun, because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this summer, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Give me that gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth-watering. Give me that creamy, dreamy, meaty, topping, pepperoni popping. Give me that crispy, coated, bony Papa John's. Better get you some. Try the trio before it's gone.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
I'm Jimmy. I've been with US Cellular for years now, so they asked me to announce their special customer event, Us Days. I said, I get nervous. Maybe we recorded somewhere relaxing like a hot tub. Us Days. Exclusive offers like $1,200 off any phone plus $300 off any tablet. Which I need because I just dropped mine.
Us Days at US Cellular. Get $1,200 off any phone plus $300 off any tablet. Terms apply. Actor Portrayal.
In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it's free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051. That's 252-799-7051 and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
Worth Chiropractic and his team are offering a new patient special only at the new location. Come see them at this fantastic facility. A visit to our new location gets you a free consult, complete exam, digital x-rays, and more for only $29. Our amazing new patient $29 deal is only available at the new location, Worth Chiropractic West, 2100 West Arlington Boulevard, offering the same safe, no surgery, drug-free treatment, convenient, comfortable, and cost-effective.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
From the belt, here's the delivery.
Pirate Radio, the station that always delivers.
Fine, and lapping it up faster than we can deliver.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Dow was up 260 points today and closed at 39,411. The NASDAQ was down 192 points at 17,496, and the S&P dropped 16 points, finished the day at 5,447. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Do we have another break?
Nope, we're out of breaks.
Oh, good. We did it.
We did it. We did it!
Lord.
How you feeling about the summer, John? Like tonight's the last big sports night for a while.
Tonight's a big sports night. A Game 7 in hockey. You got the national championship tied at 1-1 between Texas A&M and Tennessee. And then, of course, you got your baseball, but I don't know. It's starting to get into the Survivor season. Turn on your mic.
My bad. After that, the next big game is Pirate football.
Come on.
Now, I will say this. It is an Olympic year. How do y'all feel about the Olympics?
USA! USA!
USA!
You root for the USA?
Heck yeah, brother. Patriotic. I won't watch a single second of it, but I will talk trash on Twitter.
So
I watch a lot of the Olympics.
I wonder, so it's going to be in Paris?
Paris?
What's the time situation there? What time is it in France? It is 1:19. Wait. How's that work? So is it like, wait. Okay, that's
all right. Hold
not
on.
right.
Hold on. Let me pull it up here.
Time and date. Okay, here we go.
It is
11:57 p.m.
10:57 p.m. in Paris.
Oh, okay. I've got most of France that says 11:57. I don't know. Okay. Either way, so let's say there are some. So we should be able to watch some primetime events during the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah, sure.
I guess.
Some day Olympics.
There'll be some morning Olympics.
I love
and
it.
some lunch Olympics. So that should be pretty good.
Nothing.
If you were to watch an Olympic sport for this one, for this Olympics, which one would you watch?
I like the volleyball, both men's and women's.
Okay.
I like watching that because it's.
It is 11:58 in Paris, by the way.
It's just all action, kind of nonstop.
Yeah.
And they are some bad dudes and gals, so I like that. Some of the sprinting. I mean, you give me that 4x4 relay or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I like the relay where they pass the baton.
I do like a lot of the track and field stuff. Yeah, softball, I believe, is going to be
And I like
and
swimming.
Soccer, obviously. Women's soccer.
Swimming's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there are some events that I like.
Bobsled.
I do. No, that's Winter Olympics.
Man. You're doing your thing.
Focus in. Lock in, Sean.
I will say, though, I do enjoy watching the water polo ones. Just because they are in like the most insanely deep water and they're having to tread while throwing a ball at somebody's head, and you're skipping it across the water. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to watch.
It makes me tired watching that sport. I wonder what's like the most tiring sport. That's got to be up there.
Oh, it's got to be.
Treading water that entire time.
Synchronized swimming.
Nah, not really into that.
No, I'm talking about tiring.
We should try to do a synchronized segment, Sean, where we like. This is for our video audience only. Look, we weren't even practicing that. Oh, you gotta say what I'm saying. So. Thank y'all for joining us today.
I'm not gonna try it.
I'm not gonna be there.
I'm not gonna try it.
Welcome back from your long weekend. Shirley, good to see you as well.
Good to be back.
Alex and I
still can't take you guys anywhere.
Holding down the fort. Hey, Harp, you got practice tomorrow?
Football, yes.
Any other sports you're participating in?
Well, baseball's
over. You lost.
We did. Well, All-Stars is still going, but I'm not involved.
Yeah. All right.
You're not an all-star coach?
I was asked.
Oh, okay. Turn them down.
And I said no.
How
about no?
We'll see you fine folks Tuesday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I'm Clip Rock, Jeff Charles. Take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930.